I'm live. Welcome to the show. And see if anybody's in here yet. Sorry, I'm running a little late today. I was watching some TV with my wife, lost track of time. Well, just didn't time it that well. But I was watching a really messed up show. I think it's on Netflix. Okay. Oh. What's that, sweetie? I know what it is. Well, it says one person's in here. Let's see. Oh, what a week. What have I gotten done this week? Nothing. I sold the Whipple last Wednesday or last weekend, last Saturday. Other than that, I started doing the walnut blasting on my old EcoBoost motor for my Focus and ran out of walnut. Do I need to get more? Other than that, what? Good evening, Dales. So I got to get some more walnut media so I can finish the valve cleaning. These valves are really, really dirty. They're 120,000 mile plus valves. And, you know. Oh, on another, speaking of mileage, my Mustang just hit 33,000 miles this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. It finally hit 33,000 miles. But still trying to figure out why it's making noise in turns. I don't know if something's moving, it shouldn't be, and hitting things. You know, like when the body rotates a little bit, if the exhaust is coming up and hitting the drive shaft, or who knows. I got to figure it out because I keep hearing the noise and sound. I'm not sure what it is. Is it maybe movement of the engine along with movement of the body is like separating the exhaust a little bit? So it's just going open exhaust right there, which would also make a lot of noise. What up, Bama? Yeah, everything's going well. Just working. Right. Oh. Anyway, now, so far, all the stuff I've had up for sale, I've sold the Viking shocks, I've sold the Whipple supercharger, and I've sold a set of tires, my front skinnies, and I sold the broken pressure washer. Howdy.
What up, sir?
I got all that sold. Now I just need to sell the trailer and the 4-point. My wife keeps trying to help me, and it's not helping me. The 4-point roll cage, the Watson 4-point cage. Need to get that sold. Definitely need to sell the trailer, but I'm not going to lower the price anymore. So if it doesn't sell for what I've got it for, it doesn't sell, and I keep it.
That's what I say. They don't want it. They don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only asking 10 grand, and I understand it's an older trailer, and it's not quite 8.5 feet wide. It's just over 8 feet wide. You know, most trailers for cars are 8.5 feet wide or 8 foot 5 inches, whatever it is. I think my trailer is meant more for either smaller cars or side by sides or ATVs, but I've had my Mustang in it numerous times and the Focus, and been able to tow it just fine.
And you was able to get out of the car with no problem, right?
Oh well. No,
well, I was wondering because you're a tall guy. That's why I was wondering.
Okay. So even in the 8.5 foot trailers, I have trouble getting out of that car.
Okay, so my little ass get out no problem.
I found a way to get out. Because you could only open the door about yay far. You know, maybe a couple inches. You could get the door open a couple inches. Because it would, and it wasn't even hitting the wall; it's hitting the wheel well.
Oh yeah.
So if I were to like jack it up, it'd give me enough. If I were to like put ramps in there to where it ramped up over those, I'd actually be able to get the door open plenty. So what I did was I just like cracked the door open with the window down, and on the wall you've got all the hooks and everything. I have a hook there that I just grab and pull myself out. Same way to get in.
Right.
But it works, you know, and it's got three deep cycle batteries in it for power, with a large inverter, so it has AC and DC power in it. So it's got a electric jack on the front, got lighting inside, which is both AC and DC. It's got a couple of plugs, which I have actually used it running on the battery power when I was fixing the front. I used that to run my saws, run my circ saw, and that's a 15, you know, like a 15, well, a 12 amp. I think it's a 12 amp circular saw. But
Yeah.
but it's not no problem. It's got a toolbox built in. I mean, you can walk on, you could go up on the roof and stand and sit and whatever. There's solar panels to charge the batteries. I mean, I don't ever charge the batteries; they keep themselves charged all year long.
And you don't want but 2,000 for it?
Stereo in it too. It's got a radio in it with outdoor speakers that are removable with plugs on the outside.
And you said you were selling it for 2,000?
10.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh no. This is an enclosed trailer. This isn't my
Yeah. Yeah, some reason I heard something. I wasn't sure what you said. That's my fault.
I don't think I could get even $2,000 for my flatbed. That the 16-footer. Yeah, I think that'd be more like it's like a $1,500 trailer right now. Although it needs 4 new tires and so.
Well, when you start naming off everything was in that trailer and what's on it and all that stuff, I was like, why did I hear $2,000?
Yeah, I don't know.
That might have been something else before I come on.
That could be. You're hearing things.
Well, I only got one ear that I can hear out of, so there you go.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
I didn't hear you.
We could do this all night. Huh? What's that?
What's that, you old ass?
Speak up now. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, boy.
Yeah. Anyway, what else was I going to say? So I want to sell those two things, get them gone. Plus, you know, if the Watson cage comes with the rear seat delete, I'm asking, I think, $1,000 for it. Now, to buy one brand new, just the Watson by itself, the 4-point, it's $1,200 plus. Oh, okay, good. Like one. At least you're going to shower first, so we don't have to smell you when you come up on the panel.
So that must mean he's coming on naked.
That's all. No,
No.
no, we don't do that here.
No, we don't need that.
So the Watson cage, the 4-point cage, brand new, they're $1,200 plus, you know, plus shipping. I'm only selling local though. I won't ship. And but mine also comes with the rear seat delete, which you usually have to pay like a couple $100 for that. Then with the permanent install, and you don't want to destroy your interior pieces like the plastic. I have those with the holes already pre-cut in them. Then whoever buys it gets those too, and it'll just clear out a bunch of space in my storage. But other than that, I don't think I really have anything else to sell. Oh no, I do have a set of spare brakes for the rear of my car that I'm going to sell because I'm not going to put them on. I was going to put them on the Mustang because they're drag brakes, but I have both sets of pads for them. I have both regular road pads and drag pads for heavy braking. And because they don't have a parking brake on them, and now that I've gone back to daily driving, I like the parking brakes.
That's what's on that car I bought, that coupe I bought.
Bear?
Yep.
Yeah. So I have the Whipple in the front, and I bought the Whipple for the rear, but I didn't read them very well because when I got them, I thought they'd fit with my 17s. They do not. The Whipples I had I think I still have up in Washington if my son's still got them in his storage. They only fit for 18-inch wheels. And all my drag radials were 17s. All my drag wheels were 17-inch. So that didn't work. That's the original reason I pulled the brake cables and stuff out, because I didn't. But I've just replaced all that recently, and I'm fine with the rear brakes because I've got really good front brakes, and that's the ones you really worry about. So I'll probably sell those. I actually think they're sitting in the back of my car, in the back seat.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot of stuff for sale then.
Yeah, I got to get those out, take pictures of them. They're a red. They're like a race red that doesn't match the red of the Willwoods, because that's like a candy red, or I don't know. The one red looks kind of like the red of your car in this picture here. That's the Willwoods. The other one was more of a candy red, like a.
Yeah, I think one's kind of like a fire engine red, and one is a candy.
Yeah, basically. And so they would have not looked right together anyway. Now I've just got the regular ones in the back. You can't really see them because they're just kind of, what is that, lead gray, iron gray, whatever they're made out of.
Well, that picture of that car you're looking on the icon right there, believe me, it looks nothing like it in person. That's the ugliest red I've ever seen in my life.
What, on a TV or in real life?
In real life, it's as ugly as you can think.
Oh, it looks pretty nice to me. I love red cars.
Well, I don't know what the hell color that is. I don't call that red. Like I said, you got to see it. You'd have to see it in person to say one way or the other. I promise.
Saying, in the picture, it looks like a red, like just a race red.
Well, I'd have to look up race red, but I don't believe it.
That's one of the newer reds from Ford.
Well, that's not original color. So.
I'm just saying that the race red, they were putting it on the Mustang for a couple of years there, at least like in maybe 18, 19, or 20, or maybe it was 17. I don't know. They had race red for a little while.
Right.
Just a bright red.
Fire
engine red would be more like it, I guess.
Well, in person, it looks like a damn neon.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be right.
Yeah. No, it's not.
A neon red?
That's what it reminds me of. Now but you also got to remember that car is sitting in the shop right there now. But outside, it looks like anyway, it's trash. It ain't staying that way. I can promise you that.
Is that's the one you're keeping there, right?
Yeah.
What about that blue one there?
The Reef.
The one behind.
Yeah, the Reef blue or whatever they call it.
It's blue. I'm just using primary colors here: red, blue.
Well, I've had so many people. That ain't blue. Well, it's called Reef blue, but anyway.
Well, if you look at it for me, it's blue. Now my car is deep impact blue, but I just call it blue most of the time. I usually just call it the Blue Beast. What's up, Daniel Barry? And then I have my Focus, which is also blue, but it's performance blue or spirit blue. It's the same color. Spirit blue and performance blue are the same color. It just depends on where you bought the car.
Yeah, the hatchback over there, if you seen it in person, you thought it was green. I
know that color then. I know that color.
Yeah.
The green is blue. It's blue.
Now, if you was just
I know they're blue because I picked the blue out more than the green.
I mean, if you was to sand it a little bit and just put some clear on it, it'd probably look closer to blue. But the way it sits, it's green. I don't give a shit what nobody says.
So what's going on with that one?
Well, everything's coming out of that coupe right there and going in that one, and probably play with it for a while and then sell it. And well, we all know who's got first choice on that one.
Hold on, that's a hatch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really hard to see. So at first I think they were both coupes, and then you said the coupe, and I'm like, okay, that must be a hatch then.
Yeah, it's a hatch.
Who's
It's a
got
uh,
dibs on that?
it's a 90 hatch. It's a 4-cylinder.
Yeah. Who'd you say had first dibs on it?
Charlie.
Uh,
I told him a year ago because he was asking about it. I said, well, if I sell it and I decide to sell it, you got first dibs.
and what's in the red car right now?
This the 306 pedal block former head 70 uh throttle body with the GT40 tubular head. I mean the intake, uh long tubes.
So not quite
Huh?
not quite stock.
No, I can't remember. I can't remember the cam the guy said he put in. I think he said it was the E303.
Is the Ecan.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I think I remember you telling us that too. Just been a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of engines, did you see Funky's latest?
I was just as I got surprised the day before that because of what Brutal did, and then Funky done basically the same thing other than buying the whole car.
What'd Brutal do? Buy a car with a Coyote swap in it?
No, it's a GT 21, I think.
Oh, he bought a new GT.
Yep.
Or a newer GT.
Yeah, newer.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Instead of,
So both of them shocked me. I didn't believe that was going to happen.
That's unusual. I thought he was pretty much older Mustang guy.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just trying to. Well, like everybody's trying to boost their channel just a little bit, add something to it.
I'd like to get a 21.
It's what do you call that silver?
Ingot silver.
Which one?
Ingot silver.
No, the God dang it.
Carbonized gray.
Nope.
21.
I'm bad on colors.
21 Mustang colors.
GT.
Iconic silver.
That's it. Thank you.
So they had fighter jet gray, carbonized gray, which is the color of my old F450. Love that color. I didn't think I'd like it at first when I was getting it because I hadn't seen it before I was told what color it was. I didn't pick it out, you know. They said it was gray, and I said carbonized gray, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll deal with it until I got it. And when it was clean, the damn thing looks so good.
Yeah. Is that silver Brutal got? Is that like a Chevy pewter gray or silver?
The iconic silver?
Yeah.
It's a metallic replaced ingot silver. It's darker and more aggressive, is what they call it. It's a darker silver than the ingot.
Okay.
Let's see. What say? Hold on. Let me read what LMR wrote about it. If I can get it to pop up. My phone is being slow. Well, I went there and then I got a blank page. See that?
Yeah.
Nothing but white.
Thanks. I'll be right back, man. I got to go to the house just for a second.
I'll be right here. So that's not happening. I tried looking it up, and it's just not going to the link. Iconic silver. I actually think I like the ingot silver better. The 20. When did they come out with ingot silver? Like 21 for iconic silver. Why is that not loading? It's just not. I don't get it. It's like starting to load and then it just disappears. It's like the website can't handle it. I don't know. Maybe they've just got it locked up. You can't get to it anymore. I mean, that's so weird. I hate when you go to a website that just doesn't work on a link. Let's see. Let's go to this picture then. 21 Mustang color options have been revealed. No, you're not sending me push notifications. Screw that channel. Not a fan of websites that want to send you push notifications. I'm like, that's not happening. So don't even try. Oh, I just got verified that I was human, but what if I'm not? Oh. Ford Performance Blue Metallic is not the same as Performance Blue. They had Performance Blue, which was a darker, more metallic-y blue, which is what I have on my Focus. So in 21, they had Race Red, Rapid Red, Twister Orange, Grabber Yellow, Ford Performance Blue Metallic, Velocity Blue Metallic, Antimatter Blue Metallic, which to me looks black most of the time, Oxford White, Iconic Silver Metallic, Carbonized Gray Metallic, Fighter Jet Gray, and Shadow Black. It's a cool picture. I wanted to show you. It's on, but it's not letting me. I tried, and it just, phone is just being. So my phone updated the other day, and I'm not happy with it. Not happy with the way it updated. 23 colors. That's kind of neat. Still have the, oh my God, would you stop? See, this is the problem. I go to a website and I try and look at a picture. And this is a website that's trying to sell you stuff other than, it's CJ Pony Parts. But look, ads, fucking ads all over it. How are you supposed to look at a goddamn picture with these ads all over everything? Fuck these goddamn websites. And they're intrusive ads. They're not little ones that are out of the way. They're covering half the screen. It's getting so irritating. Just one of those days. So, but I'm having that a lot with a lot of websites I go to, that they're just they're putting more and more ads on them. It's just ridiculous. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Not so happy for me when I try to look something up and I get ads, nothing but ads. And then I lost Bama. He had to go inside. Oh. So what's everybody been up to this week? Anything fun? I have been up to a whole bunch of nothing. I am thinking about once I get the Focus done, I got to get the Focus engine swapped out. I think after that, I'm going to pull the engine out of the truck. I'm just going to pull the engine, put it on the engine stand, pull the heads, and see what I could do about fixing the issue with the valves. Hopefully I can fix it myself and don't have to take it in to have anybody do any machine work, but I might have to. We'll see. What's up, Zach? So hopefully I can do everything I need to, but if not, might have to take the heads in and have them worked. Don't know. But yeah, that's the plan, is get the Focus done, back on the road, and then pull the engine out of the truck. I'm just not gonna worry about buying or having to get another engine. I'm just gonna fix the one I've got. So it needs a new rear main seal, which probably easier to do that while it's still in the car with the transmission off of it. Because on the engine stand I have, I won't be able to get to it. But yeah, and I'm guessing that it's the rear main seal just from where the oil's leaking from. You back, Bama?
I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to go in the house for a minute.
It's okay. Somebody call you?
Oh, no. Teresa, my mom, was going to bed, so I had to go in there for a minute.
But yeah, so I think what I need is one of those engine the engine stands that use the engine mounts to hold the engine. You know what I'm talking about? Not the
the ones you can roll around.
Yeah, that and I can get to the rear main seal. without
Yep.
having, whereas the engine stand I have, which I don't know that it's going to hold engine that heavy. I know it's rated to, it's supposed to, but I don't know that it will. I may have to actually buy that engine stand I really want. The one with the rotator on it. It folds up and I can roll it out of my way and fold it up instead of having to take it apart to get it out of my way. But the one I do take apart does really get out of my way quite well when I take it apart and I shove it under my toolbox. Nice. But I got a 4-cylinder hanging on it right now, but I did notice that the arms on it are bent a little bit. That probably all happened in the move when that engine stand was in the back of my trailer and got bounced around across New Mexico and Arizona and all that on Highway 40, where it got bounced to death. It bent the engine stand slightly, the arms, which I think I could get those replaced or just buy a new plate. But
Yep. Back when my son had built his coupe, not long after I got mine he got a Cobra motor from a guy. I forgot what year car he got out of, but anyway, he was going to reseal and all, and he put it on the engine stand. And he come back the next morning, it was on the floor.
ooh, that's not good.
Yeah,
It broke.
the intake, broke the upper intake, and I forgot it broke something else. Boy, he was pissed.
Talk about pissed. There's this.
Pissy salty.
Yeah.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
How you doing, lady?
I just got off the shitter. I was thinking about you.
Yo, you talking about me or Bama?
Bam.
So he was. Well, I you know. Pink's
look, you just better you better let it go.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pink's your old lady around. I hope she ain't listening.
She's in the other room watching TV.
Well, I'm not gonna say it. I'll call you salty and tell you.
What's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
We do
What's
it.
up, Dale? Who's all in the chat tonight? Dale?
Yeah, Dale was here.
Game and Zach.
Daniel Berry, Mr. Mach 1 was here, but he went to take a shower, so he should be up on the panel later.
Yeah, he's in the shower with
wash
the
his nasty ass, huh?
No, he's in there with the soap on the rope.
Up on in the panel,
So you don't have to worry about him being in there with the soap on the rope. At least he's in his own shower. He ain't got to worry about nobody grabbing the other end of that rope.
Oh shit!
Oh man! Finally, the rain has damn went away. Thank God for a little while.
Yeah. Damn right.
Not yet. Not here.
Shit. It has here. Thank God. I mean, we still got chances of rain, but it's only like 6%, 8%. So hell, I don't even count that.
I have not looked it up this week. So this week it's 15, 24. So Saturday, Sunday, gonna rain on Sunday. It says, and possibly.
Yeah. So salty. I finally got that tank and all put back together Sunday afternoon.
You finally get it all working? Or shit are working again now?
All that damn rain. I started that Tuesday and finally got it back together Sunday afternoon and working correctly.
Oh, there you go.
Huh?
What is it?
Oh, the girlfriend's property that's about 2 miles down the road. Her perk test years ago was real low, so they had to put a tank, then a holding tank, and then a pump to pump it out into the field lines. I don't know, about 35 feet away or whatever.
Right.
I had to replace that pump. I had to replace all the pipe. And my God, but like I told Salty, I talked to Salty, and it rained from the time I started. Every time I got started and almost get done, it start raining again or a tornado.
Really?
Yeah. So I finally got it finished Sunday afternoon about 4 o'clock, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he messed up a damn pipe. Went and grabbed a damn pipe and broke the damn joint away from it.
Yeah.
Had to go fix that shit.
Oh, ain't one thing. It's so apparently I need to have done what my neighbor had done a couple years back, and that's get the double tank thing done.
Yeah.
And have our field redone because it's just it doesn't. It's horrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, the little holding tank, what it's called is if I remember correctly, is a freshwater catch out of the septic tank, which it's not fresh water, but you know what I mean.
It's fresher than some of it.
Yeah. So what it comes down to is it's about the size of half size of a whiskey barrel, and then it pipes on there, runs in there. You got a waste water sump pump, and it goes through a 2-inch pipe to the field line on down the line, and it keeps all the moisture out of the ground right there where the septic tank's at. Because the perk test is bad.
Oh yeah, we don't perk here at all.
Yeah, well, you have to here.
Well, we have to here too, but when this was built, they didn't have to.
Right.
It's grandfathered in just because it's been here since '68.
But you're on city water, right?
Yep.
And then you have damn, you got city water. I would think you was close enough to have damn city sewage. I wish I did.
I wish I did. That would be nice.
Shit, yeah, you won't have to worry about no damn septic tank no more.
But you don't have well water, right? Thanks.
No, he just said he had city water.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Nope, we are on city water.
Shit, just see the people out there in Arkansas, them damn homesteading channels that I watch and shit.
Yeah.
Because they're around all the mountains and shit out there. Man, their wells out there, dude, they got to have all kind of filter systems on and all that shit because of all the iron in the water. Oh my Lord, dude. They have to change their filters it's like crazy.
We do that here on city water.
Yeah. They got so much damn they're when you look at their filters, dude, you're like, how in the hell would you even want to take a shower in that shit? Holy crap.
Hell, when I was down in New Orleans, hell, they bottled water in just to make their coffee. The only time they used the water was to wash their clothes and shower. That was it.
My water.
I can understand that.
My coffee comes out of my fridge. It's the filtered water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that down in New Orleans because they're down below the damn water line down there.
That water stinks, dude.
Yeah, it's just that water is just, to me, that water is all fucking contaminated. And I don't give a shit what they say. They can run that motherfucker through. I don't give a damn how many sewage plants.
Yeah.
It's contaminated. Because if you ever smelt that water, it smells horrible, dude. There's no fucking way I would drink that shit. No fucking
when I first moved down there, man, took a shower, I thought I was stinkier than I was when I got in.
Yeah, it's terrible down there, dude. I've been down in New Orleans many times. It's horrible. Even the hotels, man. I don't know what kind of filtration system they got on the hotels, but they're not good because you still stink when you get out of the fucking showers down there.
Yeah. Yep.
It's because they're below sea level. It's a
Yeah,
problem.
it's terrible, dude.
It's only in New Orleans. I mean, you go up north of there and you're fine.
Well, yeah, you got to get above the Pontchartrain.
Yeah. Just got to get up north some.
But you got people that live down there that absolutely love that damn place, though. I mean, they don't want to leave for no other reason, man. They just love that place.
Well,
I've been down there.
Just so I have the fridge water. We use that for the filtered water out of the fridge. We use that for like the coffee and stuff. And
yeah.
But
the water I drink is bottled water.
Yeah.
It's the cheap stuff, but it's clean bottled water because the water here is nasty.
That's the way it is here. We don't drink the water that comes out of the sink and shit here only because it smells so much damn like chlorine.
Yeah.
I mean, it just stinks, dude. I mean, I don't get me wrong. It don't look muddy or nothing like it looks all nice and clean, but it just smells straight like pool water. I mean, literally, that's what it damn smells like.
It's got too much chlorine. They're over chlorinating it.
Oh yeah,
we got to come down here. And get some of my well water, and you'll be fine with it.
It's just too much like metal and other things in it. What is it? I can't remember what it's called. It's got too much of it, whatever it is.
You know how it is when somebody just first treats their pool after they, after they just say, for the summer, they're taking the cover off of it and they're treating it with chlorine and all this other shit.
Yeah,
You know
they
how
got to shock
strong
it.
that damn chlorine smell is then
Yeah,
at that
they
particular
got to
time?
shock the water.
Yeah, that's the way our water smells all the fucking time. Just like that. I hate it. But you know, we don't drink it and we don't cook with it. We only drink bottled water and we cook with bottled water. Literally everything we cook is with fucking bottled water. Because I refuse to put that shit in food, man. Because it
Well,
smells so bad.
well, like I said, you would love my water. Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I grew up on well water, dude. Down in South Georgia. Oh God, I love well water.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
You won't have no issues with that. I promise you.
But see, the only thing bad about it is the farm I lived on, we never had drilled wells. We always had bored wells because you got to remember it was such an old farm, you know, way back before my mom and dad were even thought of or something. And even their mom and dads were thought of, you know, it was just farm that was handed down over the generations. All they ever had was bored wells. And some of them, even the ones that they dug out by hand, were still on the property and never filled in. I mean, never got used, but you know, there were wells that was dug by hand many, many years ago. But I think right before I moved away, I think my aunt and uncle finally had somebody to come out there and actually drill them a well on their property behind their house and hook them up and got them off the board well. Because I'm gonna tell you, board wells suck because damn, if your water ever gets low or your pump ever messes up, all it does is pull up fucking mud. And dude, it looks like shit. But when it's good, you can't beat the damn taste of the water. It's just
Here,
awesome.
if you have that issue, it's just white sand.
Yeah. See, you better than us in Georgia. We don't have that. We got fucking red clay.
Yeah, but I do have an old well that was in front where I'm living at was my grandfather's barn where he kept the donkeys, blah 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 blah. Anyway, there's a spot in the yard that no matter how much dirt you put there, it still wants to lower because that was my aunt. She was the oldest of the kids. She said, "Well, that's exactly what a well was.
Oh, so it always sinks, no matter
It
what.
always sinks. You can keep throwing dirt on top of it and let the grass grow up, and it'll sink sooner or later."
Yeah.
Wow.
But there's a lot of places like that though. I've been wanting to ride down to the old farm, at least just ride through there and just see what it all turned into. I hadn't been down there in many years. I just like to ride down through there and see what it looks like these days. See if it's all turned into subdivisions or what the hell it's all turned into anymore.
Yeah. And hell, the property next to me, they finally sold it. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with it.
Never know. You might have a subdivision move in next to
Yeah, okay.
ruin your whole fucking neighborhood.
What neighborhood?
No, it will.
Decide to tell
Yeah,
you.
but I'm just saying, what neighborhood?
That's what I'm saying. If they wind up building the housing projects, then it turns into a neighborhood. And then once one comes in, then you'll have every land developer in the world trying to buy all the damn property around there so they continue to build up. That's just the way that shit works.
Oh yeah.
That's what at least it does that way up here anyway. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so it was 100 acres, 100.1 acres they just sold next door.
Oh shit. That's a heap of damn land right there, buddy.
Yeah.
I wonder what they charge per acre. I wonder what they got per acre for that property.
In this area?
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, in this area, if it's open land and it's farmland, you can get let's see, what was it? I'm trying to remember the number. It was right at little 4,000 an acre.
Really, that ain't bad though, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Think about it, because that's all nice, flat, damn farmland.
Yeah, but it has to be, with trees on it, it's less.
Well, see, that's the one I'd want. I'd want the one with the trees on it. That way, I could take the fucking trees down and sell the lumber.
Yeah,
and make even more money. Because hell, I'm gonna tell you right now, people buy the piss out of that lumber, dude. You won't think? Don't think they will? They buy the shit out of that shit.
Well, there ain't no trees next door. I can promise that.
Lumber, I don't know what it is anymore, but lumber sells for a premium now. If you got like a mill or something, like a sawmill or something, shit, you buying the hell out of people's damn logs and shit like that. Because hell, you know, they got to keep all these damn stores and shit, you know, stocked up like Home Depot, Lowe's, and, you know, other private lumber yards and shit like that. Man, they buy that shit from damn everywhere.
Well, around here, it's all, most of it's being bought and harvest and all that shit by Yellowwood.
Yeah, Yellowwood. Oh, for
right next to where I
for
work.
Press Street. Yeah, man, Yellowwood. That's the best
We
damn.
have a Yellowwood plant right down the road from my work.
And
That
we got the guy that owns it about 40 miles from my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
That used to be the best press treated lumber in the world. I mean, at least in this country, anyway. I guess it still could be though. I ain't bought none of that stuff in so damn long.
The avocado in the States.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to stick again tomorrow.
You know, especially deck wood. Basically, when you buy 5 quarter boards for your deck and stuff, man, that was the best wood in the world to buy was Yellowwood.
Best wood
That
I
shit
got
lasted.
in my pants.
Gary, don't say that around your wife. She ain't gonna lie for you.
Well, I can promise you, mine ain't no cedar, brother. Mine's an old white pine. It's limber as hell.
Salty is not even a junior wood.
The thing up here with farmland, though, Bama, is that farmland goes for huge money up here.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
what people want because they want to start farming and stuff like that for their own. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
That's a big thing nowadays.
the grocery stores are so expensive and everything, so they got their feed and everything they grow up there to feed their animals. So if they sell it up here, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, 4,000 acres. Shit, hell, you can buy 5
Well,
acres,
I'm
20
sure,
grand. That ain't
I'm
bad.
off a little bit salty. It's been years since I looked it up.
Well, hell, next time you could take a chance and you look that shit up and find out what it was, I'd just be curious because
Well, let's say this. I think I looked up the other day. This is 80 acres, 80.2, I think it is, something like that. And if you divide it up and sold half of it, it's $129,000.
okay, well that's more than your $4,000 acre.
Yeah, but I looked that up years ago about the 4,000 something. I don't recall. I ain't selling nothing, so I don't give a shit.
Well, I get you.
But you know what? The biggest thing down here is hooking up with Purdue Chicken, and they would supply everything and do the automatic egg layers with the whole automated shit,
Yeah.
and you run it yourself.
Oh, they finance everything and put it on your property.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you miss 2 payments, they get that piece of property. See, I thought about it about 10 years ago to work for myself, and I said, "Oh hell no!"
So in 2024, U.S. farmland averaged $4,170 per acre, and this includes the value of land building on farms. Additionally, cropland values are about $5,570 per acre. So
There you go.
not far off.
So I would
No, you wasn't far off. That's for sure. You was damn close. Damn close. I mean, still though, 5 acres for 20 grand, especially for flat farmland. Oh, dude, I'd love to buy that land. That'd be some good land.
and we got a cypress pond. I don't know what that's worth.
What kind of pond?
Cypress.
Hey, boss man.
What's up, boss man? How you doing, buddy?
What is that pond good for?
Well, you got cypress trees. I mean, they're worth a lot of money, but you got to have permits to cut them down.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I hate them son of a bitches.
No, but they're worth a lot of money, Salty.
Yeah, I hate them.
So they're like waterlogged logs?
Well, Salty, can you explain it better than I can?
Yeah, what they look like, Gary, they look like a big damn Christmas tree. If you really want to know the truth about it, that's about the way they grow.
Oh.
Instead of growing into a point, unless you start shaping them when they're coming up real small and you start shaping the limbs and stuff, then they'll grow up and it'll almost be like a fully round tree until you start getting to the very top of it and it comes to a point. But I don't like them because if one side of it starts to die or whatever, it'll never grow back. It'll one side of it be nice and green, the other side of it just be dead and brown. It'll never fucking grow back.
The roots or the bottom of the tree is like a star.
Yeah.
They cut them up and they thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just for a 8-inch thick table.
Oh, yeah.
What it costs. So you can make several tables out of that one friggin' tree.
Yep, you can.
That's worth a hell of a lot of money.
I'll tell you, the most expensive table I personally have ever seen in person in my life was a damn lady's table at her house that was pure 100% pecan. Her damn table and her chairs was all pecan. And I asked her just out of curiosity, the damn table sit 20 people. It said 9 down each side and 1 on each end. I'm sorry, 18 people or 20 people. It said 8 down each side and then 1 on each end. And I asked that lady, I said, ma'am, if you don't mind me asking you, how much did you pay for this table? I said, it's the prettiest table I've ever seen, because the bottom of the legs had the big, the bear claw feet on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And her chairs had the bear claw feet. And she goes, sir, me and my husband paid $75,000 for this table 47 years ago. I was like, 47 years ago, 75,000. I said, she goes, I don't even know how much it's worth today. She goes, because if I found out, I'd probably sell it. That's what she told me. She goes, I'd probably sell it.
The thing about it is, you got to find somebody to buy that table. Buy it, right?
Shit, trust me, somebody would buy that son of a bitch. Some rich ass person, they would jump all over that bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, they will. They just
nice tables.
say what, Pinks?
You're not supposed to jump on nice tables.
No, but what I'm saying, some rich ass people, they will buy that just because it costs a lot of money, because they want to put it in their home. It don't even have to be beautiful. It just has to be expensive, and they'll buy it just for that reason, because they live that lifestyle and they want to project that lifestyle to all their friends. They'll buy that shit just for that reason and no other reason, just because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, but you would have to look up cypress trees and see what they make out of. They're worth a lot of money, but you got to, in this area, you got to have permits to even, you can't even knock one over.
Yeah, you can't touch them.
Oh, here, man, we cut them summits down all the time. They don't say that. They're not protected around here.
Well, you can't do it here.
Yeah.
Now you can get permits. You got to go through all this kind of stuff, but you got to get permits, and you're probably going to pay taxes and everything else on that damn tree.
My brother-in-law learned the hard way about planting damn cypress trees. Along the front of his property, he planted 100 cypress trees. He planted 50 in the front, and then 8 foot behind them, he planted 50 more staggered in the middle. And they all grew up to a damn wall. He couldn't even walk through them.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? The hell with all this? He went out there with his big ass damn excavator, and he dug them some bitches up by the roots, and he just set them on fire in his yard. He said, the hell with them things.
He could have made some money off them damn things.
Them things were huge, Bama. I mean, they were taller than this damn house. They were huge. But he said they were so thick, he could even cut grass around. He said, the hell with them damn things.
Well, they're basically only one of a couple of trees that will grow in water. That's why I'm.
Oh yeah, shit, they'll grow just about anything. Fucking heat don't seem to bother them or nothing else. I mean, but they will catch a disease to where one side of it dies. Because my brother's got that problem on his property now from the ones he planted back in '97 when he built his house. Seems like one side of them, they face, let's see, let me look now. They face the northeast. For some reason, that side of those trees are dying, but the other side is all nice, pretty and green, but the other side is all brown and dead. So he just go out there and cut them all down.
Man, I can't believe he got him to grow in his damn yard unless his yard is wet as a son bitch.
Well, he lives on a lake. He lives on a private lake. So he ain't got no problem with water or nothing like that. That's actually how he fed those trees. He run a sump pump down through his property and put a pipe in the lake and pumped the lake water out of the lake to feed those trees when he planted them in '97. He was just watering them with lake water.
Hmm.
Because everybody that lives around that lake owns part of that private lake. So he's one of the ones that owns part of that lake. So he was allowed to pump water out of it.
How do you own a lake?
Well, it's like a private lake. You know, everybody that lives around it, that's got property that connect to the water, each one of those people owns part of that lake. So every year or every couple of years, they have to donate so much money to go down there, like fix the dam or whatever's wrong with the lake. It's almost like a HOA, but it's for the lake, you know, because their dam busted one time down there and the lake drained. So everybody around the lake had to pitch in money and hire some big company to come out there and rebuild their dam again and put the water back in the lake again.
The dam with that.
Yeah, now the dam busted. I mean, it's when we had some storms really, really bad one time. And it just, I guess the dam just couldn't handle the pressure of all the water and the dam busted.
The damn dam area.
Yeah.
That's all.
If it busts now, it's not what you want to call a big ass lake or nothing, like it's more like a big ass, it's not like a 35 acre lake pond or whatever you want to call it, but people live all the way around it. You know what I mean? It's all private and shit like that.
Well, 35 acres, that's pretty big to me.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of damn water. Trust me. We go fishing and it's stocked because everybody that lives around it, when they go fishing, like our local lakes around here, they go like to West Point or Jackson or Sinclair or wherever they go. They always bring their live fish back and they throw them in that lake and it just stocks the damn lake. That thing's got all kind of damn bass and catfish and brim and crappie and all kinds of shit in it.
Good old crappie.
Yeah, I love eating those son of bitches too.
People
Yeah,
pooping
yeah.
in the lake.
Yeah.
Dude, I ate the hell out of damn crappie, dude.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
We call them crappie.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You got people down here. Some people call them crappies. Some people call them crappie. It's the same thing.
I call them little fish.
But I'm gonna tell you,
They're
the
definitely-
easiest way in the world is to descale those son of bitches. Dude, we have learned the easy way. Take a damn board, nail their head down to it, and take an air compressor with a hose and blow the scales right off of them. They just blow right off. You ain't got to scale the shit. You just let the air blow it off. Easy as hell.
It's enough to make a half a sandwich.
Yeah, well, now you get one. Sometimes you get one that's like 2 hands wide. You get one like that. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good crappie right there, or crappie, whatever you want to call it. It's a good one.
A creepy.
That's something I've never ate is grouper. I've never tried that before. There's a lot of people say it's good, but
Really?
I've never tried it. Yeah, I've never tried it.
Gruber? What? McGruber?
That's some good stuff.
I hear it's good if you get somebody that knows how to cook it right.
Would not know. My plan tonight for dinner, I was going to make homemade Philly cheesesteaks, but I realized that I didn't have enough time to do it and leftovers.
I'll let somebody else do the cooking tonight. I just went and paid for it and brought it home and ate it.
I don't know.
I did the hell with it.
And the problem with that is now I don't know if I have enough for lunch tomorrow.
Mm.
Well, we ate all our leftovers
I got red
yesterday.
beans,
So
rice, and cornbread, so I'm good.
Ooh, that's
ain't that wrong? Yeah, there ain't nothing.
I ain't got no cornbread.
Ain't nothing wrong with red beans and rice and cornbread now.
The stuff I got is not homemade, so it's not. I got some pre-made, in a bag, red beans and rice, heat it up and eat it. I haven't tried it before. It's the Uncle Ben's, steam in the bag ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try it, see if it's any good. They were on sale, so.
Well, I am blessed. I get a home cooked meal every night.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I get a home cooked meal when I cook it.
Same here, Pink.
Which is most nights. I mean, I try and make it, like if I do like the beef stew or the stew meat my wife made yesterday, it was ready when I got home. And that was awesome. I was going to do it when I got home, but I didn't have to because she had it done for me. And she put the red potatoes and carrots in there, and then she put some baby Bella mushrooms in there. Oh, it was so good.
So, man, I'm with you. I get a cooked meal every night.
And the I always tell her thank you very much because that's what she does every day at work. She runs the restaurant. So
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's nice.
so you can't, it's kind of like you're a mechanic. You want to come home and work on cars all day at work, and then come home and work on your car. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be hard to do.
Nah, tonight I went to Huddle House and got some club sandwiches and fries.
You know, I don't know why. I just, for some reason, the other day I got a hankering for a Philly cheesesteak, and we had a restaurant that made them in Tacoma that were phenomenal. They were like really, really good. I don't expect mine to be quite that good, and I don't really care as long as they, are decent.
Yeah.
For me, I'm too lazy to go buy the damn hoagie buns because I've always got loaf of bread, hamburger buns, hot dog buns around the house, so I just use those instead of going to get hoagie buns.
Got those. Now, they're probably not. I mean, I don't know that they're the perfect ones. Probably not. They're just ones I bought, and I'm gonna toast them up, get them nice, toasty on one side. I don't have any green peppers. I'm doing it with the yellow and red because the green peppers give me indigestion more, but the red and the yellow don't. But they give a similar flavor.
I say the yellow would definitely change the flavor of it. That's for sure.
What, the yellow?
Yeah, the yellow will change the flavor of it. That's for sure. I mean, it could change. I've never tried a Philly with yellow peppers, but it sounds like it would be good.
Yellow bell peppers. They're just a slightly different flavor. They're
They're
sweeter.
definitely a different flavor than the green. 100%.
Oh, yeah, man, I'd eat the shit out of it.
Hell yeah, me too, Gary. I try it. Damn, that's for sure. If I liked it, I keep on eating it.
I think I get yellow. It may be orange. I've got red and yellow, I think, or orange. I'm not sure. I've got two different colors that aren't green, and I know they're sweeter than the green ones, and they don't give me the indigestion that the green ones do.
Yeah.
And I love the flavors. And saute those up with a little onion, and then you just take that out. You do your meat. You take your thin slice and cut it up, and you throw it in the pan and cook it up with some seasoning, and then you mix it all together and throw some cheese on top of it. And
That's right.
Start melting, and you mix it.
Well, go ahead and cook it, Pink, and I'll eat it.
I'm going to tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Right.
That's
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing spaghetti and meatballs tomorrow. So.
Oh, that sounds good. I had that not too long ago.
I was told
Yeah.
I hate spaghetti, but I told the wife, I says, if you made spaghetti, I'd eat the shit out of it right now because we just had nothing but meat in the last week.
Yeah, I bet you would.
So you eat basically meat, and you can eat cheese, right?
No, I don't eat that much cheese.
Okay.
Oh, man.
But you can't eggs, right? You can do eggs.
Oh, I eat the shit out of eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an egg right now. I eat it.
I'd have to be able to do cheese too, but I guess that's not good for you.
Well, I do very little bit of cheese, but I'm a huge cheese fan.
So
Me too.
But the thing of it is that there's a lot of sugar in the yellow cheese, so you can't eat it. So if we eat cheese, it's white cheese and it's very little. But I mean, there's just so many things you can eat, but meat is 90% of the diet.
Oh, yeah. I got no problem with that.
you don't until you do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You don't until.
I basically eat meat every damn day.
But you
See, I'm one of those type. The carnivore diet sounds great, but I'm one of those type that I also love my vegetables too. So.
Look,
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Bama, you eat meat with just a side of meat, you'll get tired of it within 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, I bet so. Yeah.
I've stayed basically 150 pounds for the last 30 years, and I eat meat. It's gonna be steak, and then I'll eat eggs. I'll eat everything like that. Now, the only thing I won't give up, I don't give a shit what nobody says. If you fixing spaghetti, I run the store and get Texas bread to eat with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have that too. That's the thing is all he's eating is meat though, nothing
Yeah.
but meat, and it
I
gets
got
old.
no sides, no baked potato, no fucking salad, no nothing. It's just meat.
I got no problem. Well, Salty's got no problem with just meat every day. He likes it.
It's a different kind of meat.
No, I'm one of those type, man. I don't know if I could ever give up vegetables because that's what I grew up on was eating vegetables all the time. I just love vegetables.
I do a lot of stir fry, and that needs vegetables. And one of my favorite vegetables is broccoli. Strange. One of my
I don't
favorites.
think there's a vegetable I don't like.
Oh, I can't think of one.
Well,
either.
there is vegetables I don't like fucking eggplant. I don't fucking touch
Oh,
that shit. I
love
don't like it.
What?
Egg. I don't eat eggplant. I don't
What?
eat zucchini. I don't eat zucchini. I don't eat
What?
cauliflower. I don't eat that
You
shit.
eat zucchini bread though.
No, I don't eat zucchini bread either.
Have you ever tried
Bread
it?
is awesome.
No, I never have tried it, and probably won't.
Doesn't taste anything like zucchini. So
Oh my God.
It's got the word zucchini in it. Then chances are I'm never going to eat it. Just like
Did-
squash.
did
I don't eat squash. I don't eat squash.
Did you date a woman named Zucchini or what?
Yeah, she
I've
was
never-
always in a bikini.
No, I'm just saying. It's just there's just certain things I've never liked, like
but
beets.
I
I
understand.
don't like beets either.
If you don't like zucchini, I understand that. I know a lot of people who don't like zucchini, and that's fine. But zucchini bread. Have you ever had pumpkin bread?
Yes, I've had pumpkin bread. Yes, I
Then you
have.
like zucchini bread.
Yeah, I've like.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
See, I'm real funny when it comes to melons too. Like watermelon, I love watermelon, but when it comes
I
to
like
cantaloupe,
melons.
when it comes to cantaloupe and honeydew melon, I don't touch that shit. 'Cause I don't like it.
Ooh, holy
These are my
cow.
favorites.
Dude, I've never liked
That's
none of that
perfect.
shit.
'Cause if I have watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew, you can have the watermelon. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll eat the hell out of watermelon, but honeydew and
I like
cantaloupe, I
watermelon,
will
but
not touch that shit.
I love the other melons. So
Hell, Salty, just get the cantaloupe and salt and pepper, and you'll be fine.
oh,
What am I going to do? What am I going to do with a cantaloupe? I don't eat cantaloupe. So what the hell am I going to do with it? I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm not
no,
going to eat
you're
it.
gonna cut it up for me so I can eat it.
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
it.
I'm not going to eat it.
You can give me any one of those, and if you act like you're going to take it out of my mouth, I'll bite your fucking hand.
See, I got a friend of mine. The only kind of melon he actually likes is honeydew. He don't like cantaloupe or watermelon, but he loves honeydew.
How can he not like cantaloupe if he likes honeydew? The flavor.
I don't like I said I don't eat either one of them, so I can't tell you. I just love watermelon. I mean,
I mean, that's
fucking
basically
eat the shit out of
the same
watermelon.
thing.
Watermelon and cantaloupe does not taste anything
No,
like each
there's
other.
nothing
Period.
alike.
Anything.
Yeah,
They
I'm
don't.
talking about never mind.
Honeydew.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Honeydew and cantaloupe are very, very similar.
yeah.
The texture is
Honeydew?
almost the same.
Yeah, the texture in watermelon is 100% different than it is in the honeydew and cantaloupe. That's just the texture is not
Wells
alike.
doesn't like eggplant either. And now,
Yeah.
have you tried eggplant? Because I always had it fried, like fried green tomatoes when I was a kid. But I've had it different ways.
Oh my God, yeah.
See, and I love okra, but the only way I like okra is fried. I will not eat it boiled.
Really?
Oh, no,
100%.
now you're crazy.
I don't give a shit. Boiled okra to me looks just like goddamn
Boiled
snot.
okra
I ain't eating
and
that shit.
Tomato used to be
I
one
ain't
of
eating
my least favorite things with a little bit of rice. Oh, I love that shit now.
I don't like boiled
Green
okra.
fried tomato, I will kill somebody for that.
Oh, I love fried green tomatoes now. Oh, I love the hell out of those things. I'll eat my weight in those bastards.
I always thought,
My mom made fried green tomato hash.
Yeah, you were telling me
Yeah.
about that the other night.
huh? Never had that.
Oh, it's the bomb.
Sounds
Yes.
good. Sounds good. I love fried green tomatoes.
She cooks
I
a
love
little
hash.
you in that thing. Oh, baby.
it make you fat quick when it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
See, I'm real big on greens. I love greens, like turnip greens, collard greens, mustard greens. I eat the shit out of those things. I love those things.
With
Yeah,
some
I love
vinegar
those things.
and salt.
You leave the vinegar out, but give me the salt and pepper. I'm good.
Listen, we put bacon grease in it too. So.
Oh
Yeah.
hell, that's the best way to cook is with bacon grease,
And cornbread. Cornbread.
Cornbread.
dude. You got to have cornbread
Maybe
when
some
you eat
beans on
when
the
you eat
side.
greens. Oh hell yeah! Now you're talking my kind of language. With a damn slice of onion too. Oh hell yeah, I'm good. Just get the hell out of the way. That's a
Done.
whole dinner right there.
Yep.
Dude, I can make a meal out of nothing but beans, cornbread, and a slice of onion. That's a meal to me.
Yeah, I get it.
That's a snack.
Black eyed peas, onions, and cornbread. It's
Oh yeah,
over with.
I love black eyed peas.
I
Damn
gotta
right.
tell you, it depends on who cooks the black eyed peas.
I
Because I've
prefer-
got some awful black eyed peas.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the worst way is when people overcook them and they turn into like mush.
Hard.
Yeah.
Then they're not worth a shit then because they gotta have texture to them.
I prefer. I like black eyed peas, but I prefer with that combination of the cornbread and onion is pintos.
Oh, pintos and butter beans, the big ass butter beans. Oh Lord.
Some type of pig fat in them.
See, we call the butter beans down here, we call them 44.
Butter beans or butter beans. Pintos or pintos.
No. You got a butter bean and then you got a lima bean. They're very similar, but the lima
Yeah,
bean is smaller, but
same.
the butter bean is like a tannish brown color.
Butter bean is. I thought you were saying they were the same as pintos. I missed you. Sorry.
Yeah, the lima bean and butter bean is almost the same, but the lima bean is a hell of a lot smaller.
Yeah,
Lima beans are not. The flavor of a lima is more.
It's different. It's different than a butter bean.
No, butter beans are much. I like butter beans better, but I don't get them very often. They are much larger, but I think lima beans are more of an earthy plant flavor. You know, they kind of do. But I've always liked them. I have some in my freezer right now.
Yeah, best way to cook them though is when you cook them.
I'll kill somebody.
Yeah, when you cook the lima beans, the way I like them. I mean, there's two different ways. You can get a piece of fat back. Either way, a piece of fat back, or you can throw a couple pieces of bacon in there when you're cooking them.
Yep.
And bacon just adds the flavor to them.
Yep.
And people's like, hey, there's no way I'd eat them if you put bacon in them. I was like, well, you don't know how to eat beans right then. I don't know where you get yours from. You need to leave them fucking Del Monte cans alone and come over here and try some real beans.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, lima beans are bagged in, in those steam bags that I just throw them in the microwave. I don't buy the dried limas. I buy them little small frozen ones, just like the green beans and the corn and the.
You got a small crock pot, like a little bit small crock pot?
I have an Instapot.
Okay. Well, I got one of those too, but the way I cook my beans, I don't really cook them in an Instapot. I like cooking them in a crock pot.
I got
And,
an Instapot can work just like a crock pot.
You guys are overlooking something huge.
What's that, Gary?
And you guys are all Southern. Ham hocks, dude. You gotta fucking.
Oh yeah, you can put ham hocks and beans. Hell yeah, you can. 100%. Damn right. Hell yeah.
That's why I said earlier when I make beans with some kind of pork thrown in. I've done it with ham hocks. I've done it with pork. I've thrown pork chops in beans. Just throw the whole thing in, bone and all, just for flavor.
Hey, hell yeah. Damn right.
I've thrown just straight up fat back in there.
Oh, fatback's the best. I don't give a shit. That's the best.
I actually think I'm going to go with the ham hocks. I think those are probably better.
I just grew up with my grandmother cooking all her beans, every kind of beans she cooked. She always cooked them with fatback. That's just the way I grew up with that stuff.
You get a lot of fat out of the ham hock, though. I mean, a lot.
Trust me, you put a big enough piece of goddamn fat back in there, you get a lot of fat out of that too. Trust me.
Ham hock, we use also, with the ham, like your holiday ham bones and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Save that shit. Throw that shit right in the beans when you cook them next time. Damn right. And there's a lot of people throw that shit in the garbage. I'm like, oh, what you doing? You throwing gold away? Don't throw that shit in the garbage. Hell no, let me save it. I'll take it home with me. That's flavor right there, buddy.
The hams I buy don't usually have bones in them anymore.
My problem is I don't know how to cook like regular collard greens. You know what I'm talking about? You go pick them out of the field. I personally don't know how to cook those because I don't know I know you got to put them in the sink. You got to wash them. You got to clean them. You got to do all that kind of shit. I don't know how to do all that shit, but my sister does. Oh my Lord. And she knows how to cook them some bitches. And
There's a lot of work.
Fabulous.
Look, if you don't go through some of these beans, dude, like your black eyed peas and stuff like that, you'll fucking get rocks in them.
Oh, you damn sure will. You got to pick the bad beans out, 100%. Especially if you're cooking dry beans. Damn right you do.
I've bent down on those rocks before.
They're not.
You got to soak them too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to soak them. It's just like
I got some black beans and some dried black beans.
It's just like if you're making your own homemade like hash browns. The best thing to do is shred them up and then soak the potatoes in water. Oh, they cook up so much better. If you don't soak them, you get that real earthy taste in them when you cook them.
Soak them like that, and then you fry them. You're getting the starch out of them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, 100%.
And it allows them to fry up a lot better. They
oh hell yeah,
way better. I'd learned that working at a restaurant back in the 80s.
I learned from my mama.
Yeah, exactly. I learned that from my mom. Yeah.
I didn't learn that until I was working at the restaurant and learning how to hash browns because I thought they bought hash browns pre-made. I found out they did not, because I was the one that had to turn the potatoes into hash browns.
So, Pinks, I'm just joking, but we went from cars to a food channel.
Look, I'm telling you right now, man. People can say what they want, but there's not a damn thing wrong with talking about
Okay.
food.
Let me stop
Nothing
for
wrong
a
with talking
second.
about
No,
food.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just thought it was funny.
I got something to say. Welcome to Pink's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, go. There you go. Nah, food. Food is one of those comfort conversations. Everybody can relate to that shit. Not everybody is into cars, but everybody's into food, regardless.
Gary,
Yeah.
I heard you say you're down, what, over 40 pounds since December?
Since Christmas, yeah.
Get the
Yeah,
hell
That's
out of
great,
here.
dude. That's great, man.
Good. Now, I also noticed in the last video that you kind of look like you've lost some weight.
I thank you.
Yeah, it shows. It shows in your face, but that's good. That's a good thing. It's hard to do it. As you get older, it gets harder to lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
For
Hopefully,
one,
by the time Ford Takeover gets here, he'll be done dropped another 25, at least another 25 pounds. He'll feel like a new man.
Hell, Ford Takeover, he'd be at 152.
No.
If Gary gets that damn small, his wife gonna take him to the doctor because there's something wrong with him.
Right now, I'm trying to get to 280. Once I hit 280, then my next goal would be 250, so I can get these hernias fixed.
Yeah. Oh, the doctor wants you to lose so much weight for you. They go in there and try to do surgery on you.
I'd
Yeah,
like
my
to
doctor's actually died, so I gotta get another one.
Oh,
I need to lose 40 pounds myself. That'd get me down to where I want to be, but I'm too lazy to.
I need to lose 40 pounds too, just so I can see my fucking pecker again.
I can't.
Can I ask a question?
Well,
Gary, did you say you had a hernia?
Yeah, I got two of them.
Oh, please, sir, get that fixed.
I got two of them myself. I've had them for years.
Well, the only reason I said that because we had a few friends just before I had my surgery. They didn't make it.
Well, my doctor told me I could live without surgery on mine forever.
Okay, I'm just according to where it's at. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, mine's in the belly button. It's the one.
You gotta be careful because, and I know because it's happened to me. I've already had it fixed once, but your intestines will twist.
Yeah.
And that will cause a huge problem. And it did happen to me. I went straight to the hospital because it scared me, and they fixed it that night. But still, I have that chance that it could happen again.
Yeah.
I was wondering. So when they did my back surgery and they had to go in through the front, right? They cut me open in the front, and the hernia is above because it's right behind my belly button. It's right above there. They had to pull my intestines out of the way to be able to do the surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just fix it while they were in there.
Well, because we go back in there again so I can charge you more money.
Exactly. I was just gonna say it's all about money,
That's
Pinks.
what it is.
Yep, it's all about money.
And when I had my surgery, I promise you, and I don't know, I'm not no damn scientist or doctor or whatever. I felt like my whole guts had to return back where they was.
No shit. Same here. I felt like that for weeks.
Yeah. It was like, it's like something is not right. And after about 2 weeks, it's like, okay, I think everything is back where it's supposed
Did
to
they
be.
not tell you that was going to feel like that? Because they told me it was going to feel like that because things had to resettle.
No, he told me everything but that. But he also told me if I wasn't careful, it was going to come back.
Yeah.
Well, mine come back because I've had it fixed once, and I didn't have no muscle in my stomach because of the fat, and the fat won't hold it in, so that's why I got to lose the weight.
Right.
I still have some muscle in my stomach. It's still there. It's just got flabuloids, muscle protectors on top of them.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, that's all. That's the ticket.
But I guess mine was low enough that
Yours was the one where it was going down, right?
yeah, it was like, let's just say, and I hate to say it this way, my right ball and my hip. How's that?
Yeah. So as my I think it was my dad described it to me, the hernia is where your guts fall into your nuts.
No, it didn't do that, but it was just like a ball come out between my, you know what, and my hip.
Yeah.
So this right here is my hernia. You see where they
Okay.
cut
So yours is about where mine is.
right there, and then I have another one right here where this is where I had the colostomy bag.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you got the one on the side. Yes, that would be bad.
So that's where it twisted at. And then my doctor says, "Yeah, I didn't go with the one in your stomach. I just stuck my hand in there and pulled it down." You're a smart ass.
Oh, well, let's just say one of my golf buddies years ago, his best friend had basically close to about what you're talking about, and he waited too long, and he didn't make it because it bursted. I'm not trying to say anything wrong. I'm just saying.
If it burst, then he had another issue because they'll twist and they'll cut off, but they won't burst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
going to say, yeah, he had some other kind of underlying issue.
When I had the diverticulitis, it was getting ready to burst. That's why I had to wear the bag.
Yes.
Right.
But everybody's different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
That diverticulitis, that's some bad shit, dude.
I'm drinking again, drinking heavy.
Well, I know two wrestlers just about died from that shit. You know, y'all heard that guy Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost died from his damn diverticulitis.
Yeah.
And there's another guy named Kenny Omega. He's a wrestler too. Yeah, he almost died too.
Look, my dad drove
I thought diverticulitis was fake.
My dad drove from Kentucky to Michigan, shitting blood all the way.
Yeah.
When I got him to the hospital, he fell out. Me and the dude next to me wasn't even a doctor. Had to grab him because he was falling out.
Damn.
He had lost so much blood.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know how bad a hernia was till the day at work. It felt like somebody stabbed me and cut me.
That's because there was that guy behind you stabbing you and cutting you.
No, that's because the muscle ripped.
No, that's because that doctor behind you had both of his hands on your shoulder.
But that's fine, whatever you want to call it. That. I've had several operations before that, but that right there hurt.
Yeah. I think one of the worst pains that I can recall, seriously, one of the worst pains I had was my appendix. When my appendix went bad and got inflamed so bad that it was ready to burst, one of the worst pains I can ever remember. Not the worst, but one of them.
My brother said that same thing about it.
Did it feel like somebody was cutting you?
It felt like my insides and it hadn't even burst. It felt like my insides were constantly exploding.
Right.
And
my brother said that same thing about his gallbladder.
The pain started up in my like where your stomach is, which is like right below where the end of your sternum is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there. Whereas, the appendix is down low, but the pain started up high. And so I thought when it first started, the pain, I was like, I felt like I thought I ate something bad, And
I had to say, it was the same with my diverticulitis.
Yeah. But it got so bad that I was at work and I went to the break room and my boss came to check on me about 15 minutes later because I was still in there and she found me on the floor. She's like, you probably need to go home. I'm like, can you call my mom? Because I don't think I can drive.
Yeah.
Well, it was in the middle of the night here, and Kim's like, it's probably something that you ate. I go, Kim, it's far worse than that. So she took me to the hospital.
Well, I got home. My parents got me down to bed because I lived downstairs, and they said, if it gets worse, just come up and get us. I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I crawled up the stairs because I couldn't stand. and on the floor and knocking on my parents' bedroom door for them to come out and get me and take me to the hospital.
Yeah. That's right.
I hurt so bad that it didn't bother me when they stuck the catheter in me.
No. Then you know what? You had some serious pain, bitch.
Exactly, because I didn't feel it when they put it in. I did not. Well,
yeah.
I felt it when they took it out.
Yeah.
But that's after surgery. But I was old appendix, so I had the big, huge scar with tons of staples, and I've still got a nice big scar from that. Whereas I see people get appendix surgery now and they got like those 2 little holes or whatever.
Yeah, 2 little holes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun night. Fun night.
It's amazing. Technology has came a long way.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Like
I'm
my
sorry.
knee surgery, they 3 little holes in me to replace the ACL.
What was that, Gary?
I tell you, the pain that I was going through for my diverticulitis was the same thing. It was so bad, and I mean, I thought I was freaking dying.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
if that pain was anything like my appendix pain, I've been shot and it didn't hurt as bad.
Thank God I ain't never been shot.
I got shot in the neck. To make it
I don't want to get. I don't want to get shot either.
Oh,
I got shot in the neck. I got shot with a 22.
I've been hit with a 22 by accident. It was
Yeah,
it
sounds
didn't.
painful.
It went in
Oh.
here
Oh wow!
and took out this back tooth. If it would have hit that tooth, it would have went up in my brain.
Yeah,
No shit.
Yeah,
Mine,
it
mine,
went right
mine
through
was
here.
a graze, so it left a just a cut basically.
Yeah, that back tooth is gone. And
Yeah.
I don't. You won't be able to see it now, but you can see right where that bullet went in.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious.
And how'd that happen?
Well, I was an asshole. When I was young.
He said, well,
I was an asshole when I was younger.
thank
No, you
God you're
wasn't,
still
Gary.
here. You're still here to tell us the tale.
And a friend of mine. So
We
he didn't know gun safety very well, apparently.
Well, it wasn't gun safety. It was pure stupidity.
well, we all been there, Gary.
Can't say I haven't been there.
I've been in a lot of places, but I'm with Pinks. I ain't never been there.
No, I'm saying it's stupidity. Is what I'm saying.
Stupidity, I've been there plenty of
Yeah.
times. And anger getting the best of me in other times.
Oh yeah.
But
You know, I got to the point now. I don't call it anger getting the best of me. I call it idiot getting the best of me. Because if I'd have stopped and thought, I probably wouldn't have done the shit I done. But I didn't.
that doesn't help me. If I'm getting angry, I can't think. I can't stop and think. And
Well,
I don't have time to. And people are just count to 10. It's like, count to what? I'm already, it's far gone at that point.
But you
Well,
know,
let's
the
talk-
thing about it is, Pinks, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I was the same way, dude. Before the wrench hit the ground, I was ready to kill somebody.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can deal with it now. I've learned. It's taken
And so have I.
forever.
We've learned with life. But I'm just saying is that hey, you can ask, hey, I followed some guys home one time, dude, and beat the dog shit out of their driveway because they fucking tried running me off the road.
Yeah, it's a good
Well, I'll tell you
reason.
what, let's talk about another subject I guarantee you everybody's interested in talking about. What y'all think about Funky selling all of his 351 stuff, putting a Coyote in his car?
I was
I-
just talking about that a minute or earlier with
I
Ben. when he
Fucking
first came.
think that's awesome, dude.
I hope that Coyote's good. I knew he got it to rotate. So
Hey, $500, dude. I would have took a chance on the damn Coyote engine too. See, and my thing is, in his video, he never said what gen that is, whether it's a Gen 1 or Gen 2. He
Gen
never
1.
said.
It's
So
Gen
I
1.
don't know which one it is.
it's,
It's
Gen
Gen
1.
So it is a Gen 1?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I told him, I said, hey, man,
No,
I said, hit up Ken. I said, if you're looking for parts, I mean, y'all can read my comment on this video. I said, hit up Ken. I said, a phone call is free. It costs you nothing. Maybe he's got some good low miles used parts that you might be able to get off of him for a whole lot cheaper than you're going to go buy somewhere else. And it's coming from a trusted source, so you can trust the parts that you get from him.
Oh yeah, because Kim takes a lot of he changes cams and everything, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, why not give him a call? I mean, worst thing he can say is no, I don't have nothing. But then again, he might have a whole lot of shit that he just will never use again, and it'd be worth Funky's time to just pick up the phone and give him a buzz and see what he's got.
I liked when he pointed at the heads and said, "That's worth it right there. They're good.
Hell yeah,
Those are good. I mean, heads for a Coyote are expensive.
damn right they are.
That's like more. That's like half the cost of the engine.
Well, see, then he's got another expensive expense coming when he buys a TKX. A transmission for it. That's not going to be cheap.
Oh, the TKX.
Yeah, unless he finds one that
I'm wondering
somebody
what he's going to do
got-
about control, because he said he didn't get the control pack. He didn't
Yeah,
get
he'll probably have to wind up biting the bullet and buying a new one of them from somebody.
Well, you can get an app. You can use aftermarket. Hopefully, you got a wiring harness though.
Well, he said he's got a wiring harness on top of the engine, but he said there was a few wires being cut and pulled out of it. So
Yeah,
he said he's got to trace it all down and things like that. So,
there's a
but he
lot-
might be able to go to
I
the
have a
junkyard
plug.
and pull another wiring harness off of another vehicle
Good
that's
luck with
good.
that.
So
Those are all pretty much for the online junkyards. Well, where he lives in Michigan, it might be totally different. Here, I can't find anything Coyote.
Well, I'm sure he can get it before Blue. He could probably find one.
But
well,
I do know I have a book in my garage that I bought that is first 3-gen Coyote engines, like backwards and forwards. Has everything you need to know about them. I bought it off of Amazon, and I recommend it. It's for the price. I think it's worth it.
I just know that he's got plenty of people. If he needs to contact people to find out information, like he's got buddies that's done the Coyote swaps in their Mustangs, and then he's got Ford Blue, then he's got Ken, then he's got Chris. He's got plenty of people that he can talk to and
I
get
like
the right information from. That's the good thing about it.
So,
Well,
but
the number one thing is though is that he is not in no rush.
Yeah, he even said that. He said that. But you know what? I think what he's asking for all of his 351 parts, I think that's a fucking damn good deal.
I don't think you could buy it all for that.
No, $1,500 for the block that's already been sent to the shop. It's already been fucking machined, 30 over. It's good to go. It's clean, and he's got brand new fucking rotating assembly going. He don't have pistons, but he's got a new crank and all that shit. He's got brand new heads that I think you went and picked up for him, didn't you, Gary?
that new rise
got-
too.
So I mean, he's got really good parts, man. I mean, $1,500 would be a fucking deal for anybody who's looking to build a 351.
If I had a car to put that in and the money to buy it, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd
Fucking
drive.
A.
Well, the engine does need work.
Yeah,
Well, of course.
but I had decided though that as soon as I'm done with the Focus, once I get it running again, I'm gonna bring the truck in and I'm gonna pull the engine out to fix it. I'm not gonna replace it. I'm just gonna repair that engine.
Well, there you go. That's probably the smart thing to do.
I'm gonna pull the engine out. That's why I was looking for a cradle so I could put it in the cradle and do the rear main seal on it, because you can't do that on an engine stand. Do the rear main seal and pull the heads off of it and see if the heads are usable. If they're damaged and need machined, I know a guy local that'll do that pretty cheap.
Shit, make your own cradle, man.
Or I just buy one for like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you'll only use once in your life. Why not just make it? And when you get done with it,
How
burn
do you
it.
know I'll only use it once in my life?
Well, I'm just hypothetically
my
speaking. I'm
engine
just
stand
hypothetically
said-
speaking.
I'm only going to use it once in my life, but my engine stand costs way more than that.
Well,
And I've used it about 100 times now. Same with my engine hoist, which I bought and repaired once. And I keep using these things. Once I buy them, I use them. Because who knows? Maybe I'll build another Coyote after that. But I just want to get that one fixed,
well, yeah, of course.
right? And
Because
then
I don't
maybe-
think nothing's too majorly wrong with yours anyway.
I'm pretty sure that I have the tulip valve on cylinder 8 and possibly happening on others. But if I pull the hedge and get the valves out, if the valve seats aren't bad and I don't need to replace them, then I can just revalve it. I've got a whole set of valves. I have a whole set of valves for a Gen 1 Coyote
Well, there you go.
and springs. I have new springs too. And
Well, it sounds like you're prepared for whatever you're getting ready to do with it.
yeah,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
but I just need to get the Focus done first. Which,
One at a time.
although I did find out when I was taking stuff off that for some reason my driver's side axle galled when I was taking the nut off, so it needs to be replaced now, and it was brand new when I put it in. I hate that crap, and they're not cheap. I mean, they're not expensive. It's $100 and something, like $130 for a Motorcraft one. but I won't be able to read this. Pisses me off, so I got to buy another axle. The driver's or the passenger side one came right off, no problem.
Oh, it's some bullshit, ain't it?
Always something. It's just and Motorcraft though. I did not replace them with Motorcraft. I probably should have.
You know, I know Fucky said it's probably going to be, it might not even be a year, it might not even be 2 years, but you don't ever know. If he gets all that damn 351 stuff sold and frees up that $1,500 and he's got a few extra dollars to throw in it, hell, you never know. He might get that engine done quicker than he thinks. You just don't ever know.
Never know.
Now he's building it for the horror, right?
Yeah.
You know.
He said he was going to go ahead and do the oil pump gears. So if by chance down the road he ever wants to put boost on it, the oil pump gears will already be there.
Oh,
He
he's
can do that.
changing all that. But the thing of it is that I got a really dumb question.
Mhm.
Can you buy a carburetor intake for that engine?
No.
I don't know about the Coyote, but I know you can for the LS because now they are making intakes and carburetors for the LS, which
Well,
they usually didn't do that.
The LS has been done for quite a while.
Yeah.
But Funky said in his live stream he was talking to Aces. Will you make it for a Coyote? Did you watch
but
the video?
But the chances are, if he winds up getting a control pack and he can get him an intake and all that kind of stuff, he won't have to worry about that. He could just be able to just throw the intake and stuff like that. Well, that's got that big ass truck intake. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to put that ugly motherfucker on my vehicle either. That's something like a big old box. That's something ugly.
But I mean, I don't know, but if he could do a carburetor intake or something that to put the Ace type of stuff on it, that would be sweet.
Yeah, that's why he was speaking to Aces on that video.
Oh, okay.
Why don't y'all make this for a Coyote?
Yeah, he did. He was saying that.
Yeah.
You know, and who's to say I haven't seen all the Coyote videos around the country yet that's on YouTube? You never know. Somebody might have already tried to put a intake and a carburetor on the Coyote. Who's to say that it hasn't been done? We just haven't seen all the stuff on the internet yet. What people does. A lot of people don't post shit, so we won't know. It might have already been done.
Look it up. See if you can find it.
I'm looking.
It might have already been done. Hell,
no.
Not finding anything, but I'm looking.
I like I said, you know, there's some people out there that does this shit that don't post nothing on YouTube. They just build it for themselves, and you'll never see a video on it.
Well, you won't find it on YouTube.
Well, that's what I said. They don't do videos. They don't post that shit.
I'm messing with you, Salty.
You know, like some people, man, they just, you know, if they figure something out, you know, it's like the old timers and Gary and Pinks, and you know what I'm talking about. The old timers find a secret, you know, they won't tell nobody. They'll keep that shit to themselves.
Found one.
Well,
They got him. Did it over a year ago.
They got them. Summit Racing's got them.
Well, I just found a video on AG Racing. It's over a year ago. The carburetor on a Coyote.
Well, there you go. Then somebody's done it. Then.
Yeah. Nope. I see the same video. It's 37 minutes long.
Yeah. I didn't even look see how long it was. Yeah.
You might want to send that to well, I'd say send Funky. I'm sure he's already seen it.
But the thing about it is do they have it where they can set up the Aces? Will that fit on the carburetor intake?
That's true.
I got a feeling he's gonna have to take the Aces out of his car.
Oh, it doesn't have a water pump on it. I was like, what looks so wrong? It doesn't have the water pump on it.
Yeah. I got a feeling he's gonna have to take the Aces out of his car. I think he's gonna have to go with something else.
Why?
So how do you make
because I don't think it's working. Okay.
Yeah. Look, no water pump, right? That is the water pump hole, I think.
So who makes the
Front?
who makes the intake, Gary?
Don't know.
Because Gary just said that Holly makes a carburetor for it.
No, I didn't say carburetor. I says it looks like Holly has one, but I don't think it's for the Coyote.
Oh, okay.
No, from what I understand, they got one for the LS.
Well, I know they got one for the LS. Yeah, they got one for the LS. But I'm sure if he can find a Gen 1 Mustang or Gen 2 Mustang intake, he can put that on there and he'll be just fine. He won't have to worry about the carburetor setup stuff.
Well, I do know he said on the video he wants the 302 ball intake.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He said it looks better and it's not all that expensive.
But then that's when he started talking to Aces. He said, Aces, how come you have not solved this problem?
Well, just probably because they've concentrated on what they're building right now, because their newest thing now is out for the LS. That's what they just built a whole new system for, is the LS. So
Yeah.
they'll probably get to the Coyote at some point. They probably just are trying to master what they're trying to put out now to make sure they're not selling junk.
Well, I just think Funky's sending them a signal.
Oh yeah,
Where you at, guys?
yeah. There's no doubt, I'm sure.
So that carbureted Coyote was in a Fox body.
Well, there you go. I mean, look, hey, somebody's done it then. So that let's let you know.
So what was the intake?
I don't know. I didn't.
So
I'm trying to learn there, Pinks.
hey, hold on a
It doesn't
second.
say.
So
It
the
does not say in the
5.0
description.
The 5.0 Coyote carburetor intake is $800, and it's made by a company called Sullivan.
Sullivan?
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's just for the intake alone, right?
That's just for the intake alone.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure. I mean, that sounds about right just for that
They got it
intake.
for
I
the
mean,
4.6. They got it for the 4.6 dual overhead cam. They got it for the 5.0 dual overhead
$800.
cam
Damn.
and the 5.4.
Sullivan's been around a while, haven't they?
Don't get me lying to you.
I personally have never heard of them. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
They got a lot.
Well, I'm not into the mod motors, so I don't know how to work on them. So if they're making anything for a mod motor, I couldn't tell you nothing about it.
They have a Coyote, and then they got a fuel injected.
Yeah, they got a couple of them. It's a nice looking intake.
It is.
Can we see it? Somebody put it on the screen?
No.
Maybe.
No,
Let me pull up my damn phone.
God
take it
dang
off
it, Gary, you
check, 'cause I
always
wanna see this.
disappointing me.
Hold on a second. I got to blow that shit up. I can't
Oh
see it.
yeah,
Oh,
I see that.
that's-
Yeah.
That's spreadboard too. That looks good.
Yeah.
Dude, it's sweet, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
really?
nice intake. It really is.
That's their carbureted, and this is their fuel injected.
Yeah, looks just the same except for you see the fuel injection.
You got the injection.
Yeah.
So
You see the
can do that one.
you
There's
see
a
the
dual
injector
setup
buttons
there.
welded into it. Yeah, that looks good.
Because the Aces that fits on the carburetor intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks good.
But I don't know if they make one for that size. I mean, it looks like it's just a modification of their 4.6.
Huh.
Yeah, it does. It looks similar to their 4.6. They also have a 4.6 fuel injected intake manifold and a 5.4.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
6.
That would look good on top of a damn motor.
I know, dude. Nice and tall.
Yeah.
Hey, now you know what. Now you know what. Hey, Gary. Now you know what to do to your Mach 1.
Shit. See, I said shit before he did.
Hey, never know. Hey, we possibly one day could see Pinks do that because Pinks is that type of person. He might. You never know.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Lazy. Pink used to be that kind of person, but he's gotten lazier and lazier. Notice.
I'm telling you what, that's a good looking damn intake.
See, but our whole thing is we don't know which way he wants to go because he didn't mention anything about carburetor, but he did mention the Boss 302 intake. So he might
mentioned Aces, Salty.
Okay,
Did you watch the
look.
video?
Look here. I know he mentioned Aces, but you also know what Aces is? It's also a fuel injection.
Well, he did mention the Boss 302 intake because he likes it and it's a good intake.
Yep. Yep.
I just go with the 18 intake. That's what
I just sent him the link of that intake.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's cool.
You know, I was
That's
gonna
cool.
say that, Gary. I'm glad you
That's
did.
cool.
I'm gonna say I'm not sure I even have Funky on. My
Yeah,
phone.
probably need to send him both of them, the fuel injected and the
Well,
damn
I have
I
carburetor.
can link to
on my phone. I'm not thinking
to
of
the
it.
whole page.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, wake his ass up.
Shit, he's got to get up too damn early in the morning. Fuck that. I don't want to be the one waking him up.
I said,
Well, I gotta get up early in the morning. You're always waking me up.
Motherfucker, I don't call you that early. You done lost your damn mind.
He didn't call
I ain't
nobody.
look here. I ain't awake to call you that early in the morning, so I know I don't do it.
Bam, I sent it to you too.
Oh, I got it. I mean that's sweet. I like that.
It is.
Nice looking. I think
Yeah,
that would look really cool, but I would never do that in a S550. For one, you'd have to replace the hood to do that.
Well, he's already got a Mach 1 style hood for that car. So
Yeah, I'm just saying in an S550, I wouldn't do it in an S550, but any
no,
other
you would definitely have to get a cow hood for that car if you did that.
start coyote swapping everything. If you've got a way to do carburetors on them, that'd be awesome. I do know that with carburetors, you're probably locking your VCTs. So changing out the cams, locking the cams so they aren't variable.
You know, I see here to say that he might have to take his Aces off. With that intake, though, he might be able to run his Aces carburetor on top of that. I mean, his Aces fuel injector carburetor on top of that, and still might be able to make that work.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, he might just be able to do that now that I'm thinking about it.
Because the spacing should be the same as a standard carburetor spacing, which is what the Aces fits on.
I know he was talking about he had to get the Mustang cam.
Well, he don't have to. He just wants them.
No, okay. Let me take that back. I'm sorry.
The description on the product said utilizes standard Holley bolt pattern for the throttle body or carburetor.
Okay, well, good. That sounds like you could use his damn Aces then.
Right.
That's good. Hell yeah.
Barbecue, what's up?
What up,
But I'm just wondering, with that setup, I wonder if he would still have to run the control pack. Most likely, probably yes, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. With the Aces,
you lock out your variable timing. You lock that, so you don't need to control that anymore. You lose a lot of control there, but your Aces could run most of it.
well, see, that's what I don't know. I don't know if the Aces is designed to run that, because I don't know if they have designed to run the Coyote with the 4 cams and all that. I don't know if they.
That's why he was calling Aces out.
Yeah, I don't know if they have
Also,
designed
like
their system
I said,
to run
4
that.
cams,
So,
4 cams is the same as 1 cam if they're locked.
true. It's well, I say this.
Can't
It
run the
sounds
curve
true.
without-
Let's put it away.
Most
It sounds
people who
true.
do a lot of aftermarket stuff on the Coyotes lock their valves. They lock the things out, so they don't change. They're not variable.
But I wonder if he would have to upgrade his Aces system, because I know he got the smaller of the two, so I don't know if it would push the power that Coyote would push, or if it's designed to push that power. Because you remember he said they make one for 1 horsepower rating, then they make another one for another horsepower rating.
Well,
So I don't.
Yeah, he got the one that went to 650.
That might work out then.
He's got a pretty stout system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might work out then. That might work out.
Yeah, because you got 3 of them. One starts with somewhere around 500, and one goes to 650, and the next one is I don't know what the next one is.
Choices. But then again, if he could pick up a regular Gen 1, Gen 2 intake without having to buy the Boss, if he could pick up one of those for a couple $100, he might just go that way until he saves up money down the road. Then if he wants the Boss, then he might just so he can get it running and get it installed. You can change the intake in at any time.
So the thing about it is he's not in a rush. And
That's true.
like me, working on the Fairmont, how many times have I changed my mind on that Fairmont?
Not much.
We won't go there, Gary.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows exactly, what he's thinking, or if he's open to, conversation or whatever. But if I was him, the first thing I would do if I wanted to put Mustang cams in there and nothing any bigger, I would call Ken and say, look, I know you change cams and stuff on this. Do you have any cams down there that I can buy off you? And Ken would probably give him a hell of a deal, because he ain't ever going to do nothing with them.
Plus, Ken is a parts dealer too. So Ken might even be able to get him a damn good deal on newer cams.
Right.
You
That's
know,
right.
because Ken's a dealer for just if you name something on a Coyote, Ken's probably a dealer for that shit.
What,
Because he's
what
a dealer for
one
damn
thing
every
about
damn
it
thing.
is, I almost put in the comment, why don't you call Ken? But I didn't do it.
I did put that in the comment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Salty put it in there. I seen it. But I just, the thing about it is that, like I said, when I'm building a car, I'm looking at, I'm always open for, you know what I'm saying, comments
Hey,
and ideas and stuff like that. So,
damn right.
you know,
Hey,
Yeah,
any
if
suggestions is
somebody's
a
done
good
it
one.
before you, that you want to hear the comments.
Look, I like this.
That's
Any
why I talk to
suggestion
you
is a
guys.
good suggestion. Even if I don't use it, that don't mean it's a bad suggestion. But all suggestions are good suggestions.
I got to honestly say, Bama, you listen to us, you get in trouble.
Hey, T.
Damn so will.
Well, yeah, I agree with
What's up,
that,
T?
Gary.
Hola, ¿cómo está, mi amigos? ¿Eso está bien?
Hey,
But
I
cut
just
that damn fan off, you little Panama City
He doesn't
beef
have the light
bear.
on at least.
look here. I just think it's cool that he changed his mind. You know what I mean? This is somebody from. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching Ken do all the things that he does, but watching Funky do this stuff, Funky's gonna be one of them type. It shows you everything. He's gonna make videos and videos and videos and videos of all that shit. And I guarantee you, a lot of us that don't know much about that shit is gonna learn a lot from watching Funky videos. He's gonna film a lot of that shit and put it online.
oh, he's going to learn a lot too.
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah.
and
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad he changed his mind also, but I think the world would be glad if you changed your damn underwear, Salty.
Oh, boy.
How do you know, motherfucker? I even got any on,
I'm sure you don't have salty.
motherfucker. I could be sitting out here bareback as a motherfucker on my back porch.
They probably got more holes in a golf course.
I gotta honestly say, Salty, I know you're pretty thick skinned and stuff like that, but I don't want to hear you crying because somebody pointing and laughing at your little Peter.
Well, why would they just be joining me in the laugh? Because I'm already laughing.
Hey, when they made that movie, Porky's, Pee Wee was a representation of Salty's high school years.
Look, they just didn't hire the right person for that role. I was the perfect person for that role. They missed the boat on that one, T.
Use a rubber band and a peanut shell for a jock strap.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Pink, I'm sorry.
Graph is a damn rubber band.
Yeah, I had forgot it was Wednesday, y'all. I was watching this thing called Black Winds. It's in the late '60s, early '70s about Navajo tribe, the policeman who's in charge of who's part of the Bureau of Indian Affairs out there.
That new show, right?
It's a kind of an older one. There's a few seasons, but it was something I was like, oh man, this is pretty damn cool.
Did it just come out on Netflix though?
I believe so, or something along those lines.
I
Yeah.
saw it recently and I was thinking about watching it, but I hadn't gotten around to it.
Not me. Gary knows what I was watching because I sent him a link to that shit. I was watching the documentary on the damn B-24 bomber Liberator.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. But anyhow, Barbecue Mike, we know they don't have anything for Aces, don't have anything for the Coyote, but they do have a carburetor intake, so they may be able to work something out.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say now that we know, because I didn't know until Gary and Pink found it, that somebody had finally made a carburetor set up for a Coyote. Who's to say that damn Aces won't work on that? I mean, take it to a tuner. Tuners can do a lot of damn things when you plug up to them.
You know what would be really, 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 really badass? A set of Webers on that, Banks of Weber carburetors on there.
Oh yeah,
with velocity stacks.
Oh my lord, that'd be fucking badass sticking out a hood of a Mustang, wouldn't it? A Fox body, that'd be fucking sweet.
I gotta honestly say that's a little too much bullshit tuning. Those Webers are hard to match up, brother.
Boy, you got to be a special tuner to tune those back.
It's like the old carburetors on some of these 6-cylinder motors that they had for motorcycles, and some of these V4s for motorcycles. They were a pain in the ass setting up the tubes for the mercury, getting it hooked onto the vacuum, trying to equalize these carbs out and watch the mercury tubes and see where they were at with vacuum and everything else. It was pretty damn wild.
Oh, I can set them, but I'm telling you right now, they're a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do it on a motorcycle though. I've never tried. I'll put it this way. I've never tried to do it on a motorcycle before, so I don't know if I
the thing
could.
about it is that you got to have a vacuum gauge, and you got to be able to run the line through them so that way they're all getting the same amount of vacuum.
Sorry.
Dude, it's a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
There now.
Like I said, it's a special tuner that does that shit. That's really good with that shit. And I'm tell you what, that kind of tuner makes a lot of damn money too, because people send him their shit and they won't use nobody else but that person. If they find somebody knows how to do that shit, it's like somebody knows how to build an old flathead V8. You find somebody that's really good with that shit, and that dude's got a job because people around the world be sending him shit to do.
Yeah, that's very true. Like these old knuckleheads and flatheads, the ELs from Harley. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I say,
Well, I
them
know
people,
Gary- I
they
know
won't ever
Gary
run out
can
of
do
damn
it.
job.
And then if Gary couldn't do it, Pinks would jump right in. And then, of course, Bama would interject. And then you would have definitely something to say, Salty.
No, I know. See, I know how to tune dual quads,
Boy,
dual
let me
carbs.
tell
I
you
know how to
something,
do that. I've
Salty.
done that before.
You can
Yeah,
tune,
that's not hard, but doing the Webers, that is something I have never tried to do in my
you can
life.
tune a
Not
piano,
saying I
but you
couldn't
can't
do
tune
it,
a fit.
but I've never done
Hold
it.
on.
Uh-oh.
Like dual carbs, I can tune the shit out of those. That's not a problem. My dad taught me how to do all that shit. But like the Webers, I've never tried to even work on a Weber.
I
Like the
haven't
little
worked on
Webers, like
Weber.
on a Volkswagen, I've done those before. That's not hard. But on a V8, I've never tried that before.
I've worked on Webers on V12s before.
I've never done that. Never have.
Actually, in fact, the first Webers I ever worked on were on a Jaguar V12.
I can tell you right now, I've never worked on a Jaguar.
I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. Yeah. First ones I ever tuned, I was in Le Mans of 64 working with Ferrari, and we had to get those in sync.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
of the weather, it was nasty out. We were getting a lot of rain. Humidity was screwing
Yeah.
everything up.
You might have been doing that on that damn video game you were playing.
I don't play no video games. I live life, Salty.
Yeah, well, you wasn't doing shit in 64.
64, I was taking shrapnel with the
64,
North Beach.
64, you wasn't even a wet spot in your mama's underwear at that point.
Shit, look at you old Army experiment.
I probably was. I won't do that. I won't deny that. Hell, who knows? I might not. My mom might not even be my real mom. I might be a test tube baby. Fuck,
It
who knows?
might be a bathtub. Hey, listen, do you guys know it? These my alarms in this house are so sensitive. I mean, they're more sensitive than my ex-girlfriend. Can you tune these things these days to be less sensitive?
That's not saying a whole lot about your ex-girlfriend there.
The alarm in my house is going off right now. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah. It's called. Is that the dog?
Yeah, that's the dog.
Yeah, I was wondering whose dog that was. Barking.
That's my dog.
Well, I should have known it wasn't Gary's because they sound like a bunch of women screaming.
Hey, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going Sunday to pick up that 327 from Stupid Face.
What?
Oh, good deal, man. Cool deal.
Yeah, I'm anxious.
Hopefully the weather's gonna be good and conducive to that. Hopefully you ain't gonna be caught with no rain or nothing.
Damn,
Oh, shit,
Salty tried to say a big word.
No, I'm just saying, just take a whole bunch of damn bags. You never know. You might get caught in some
How
rain. So
far
take
of
some
a
damn
drive
rain.
is it?
Yeah. Hey, Bama, Salty's been on bigwords.com this week.
I know how to say conducive, motherfucker. That ain't a big word.
Conducive. Would you learn that in court? Good behavior will be conducive for you not ending up in jail.
Look, it wasn't on good behavior. Let's put it that way. Yeah, how long of a drive is that, Gary, from you down to Super Fast Truck?
3 hours and 1 minute.
Well, that ain't too bad
You
then.
can make that in 2 hours and 58.
There you
He'll
go.
probably give you a ride in the Corvette down there if the weather's pretty good.
Taking the wife, me and the wife's gonna make a day trip out of it and trying to talk Sublime to meet us over there.
That'd be-
Ooh,
Oh
yeah,
no,
good
that
luck
would
with
be
that.
really cool. Hell yeah, that would be really
Who you
cool.
getting the motor from?
Stupid fast truck.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude
Oh,
is an amazing individual. I was going to get my door handles wrapped. He goes, "We ain't got to worry about taking them off till I send you a pair." Sent them down to me.
Really?
That dude is he's a great person. He's a great individual.
Hell yeah.
Mad respect, stupid fast truck.
Get to see his big lake house he lives on, Gary.
Yeah.
But he bought
Oh.
that, if I remember right, he bought that property back when he was like in his early 20s, and it just developed out to be this huge deal. Now everybody wants to live on the lake.
Shit, you
Yeah.
never know. He might wind up taking you out on the boat. Shit, hell, who knows? Make a whole damn day of it. Now that the damn time has changed, and we got a hell of a lot more damn daylight now.
yeah, it was funny when I was about to start this. I realized it was still light out. When I started.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the sun's still sort of.
Hey.
Not me. Go ahead.
So anyhow, T, I don't know if you know this or not, but he's given me the 327 that used to be in his Corvette at one time.
Are you
Yeah.
shitting me?
Dude, he come in and asked me if I had an engine for it, and I says, no, I don't. Why? Do you got a big block like a 402 or a 396? He goes, no, I have a 327. And I says, if you're donating that 327, I will put it in the car.
That is fucking awesome.
And he's
Yes,
like,
it is.
Hey, you know what you could, an entourage to that, Gary? What you could do? Call that car Stupid Fast 55.
there you go.
There you go.
There
What
you
do you
go.
think about that?
I think it's fitting.
Or I could call it the Return of Michael.
Yeah. Oh man.
Just hang your damn Jason mask in front of it. It'll give
Well,
it.
his name's
It'll
Mike, right?
it'll get its own name.
His name Mike? Michael?
Who?
That's my name. So
Stupid fast.
It might be.
I think it is.
You know something? His name might be Mike. You could be right about that. I know at one time we had a whole bunch of damn mics in here at one time.
Yeah. Mike and Ike. Mike the Dyke.
Damn,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
God. Thank God the rain has stopped. It is so beautiful out here tonight. Holy shit.
Yeah,
beautiful.
we've been getting a lot of rain too, Salty.
Man, it's been flooding up here, dude. I got this damn flower bed I got to do for my mom. I got to get all this damn old mulch out so I can put the new mulch down. I got a new mulch out on the back of my truck. And she asked me, Dave, she goes,
Bad Brad just messaged me and says, you better read your MSD instructions.
Bad Brad.
what you need to read MSD instructions for?
Did I do something wrong? Well, I did read them, but did I do something wrong? Did he see me do something wrong?
don't know.
You might want to contact him. Hell, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Lost me on that one because I didn't see you really do nothing wrong with it.
The only thing I've hooked up so far is just the coil and the distributor and everything. All that's plug and play.
Yeah. Pretty much hard to screw that up.
And then I got to run the wires to the battery and, to the ignition.
Maybe it tells you you're not supposed to extend the wires. It could.
Well, that's too bad because I guess
I'm just saying it might. You never know.
it's already too late. Well, and it didn't say nothing in there.
Man, I've seen so many people extend the wires on MSD boxes before. I mean, you just about have to because a lot of people put them inside the car now so they can adjust everything. They want everything right there on the fly. And hell, you have to always extend those damn wires.
He says instructions used to say don't run distributor wiring with any other hots, especially the coil wires, unless something has changed.
Yeah.
Damn, we got
That's
fire.
nice.
So my
Nice.
question is that why do I have wires for the distributor and the coil off the same plug?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I hooked it up just like the instructions said.
Well, as long as you hooked up like the instructions say, I'd keep on rolling with it.
I think it'll be fine. I've run those wires with other wires before. It's fine. I've done it. because I didn't read the instructions at all.
Do yourself a favor before you do the first fire. Make sure you got full coverage on it.
It'll be fine.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you.
He said they ain't never written the damn instructions.
I don't read
No, I
it.
didn't, Woody, because it doesn't call for one.
I seriously hardly ever read instructions on electronics.
I do all the time because I'm
Yeah.
something up.
I'm with you, Gary. I got to do that shit because I understand why Pinks don't, because that's what Pink's specialty is doing wiring, electronics, and stuff like that. But me,
I don't
yeah,
screw it up.
I have to read instructions.
It doesn't mean I don't screw it up. I think I won't. And 90% of the time, I'm right.
See, usually I know I'll fuck something up, so I have to read the
Hey, Woody.
instructions. What's up, Woody? How you doing, buddy?
Did you use a ballast resistor, Gary?
It did not say to use one.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, guys, I got to get to bed.
All
Get
right.
your old ass in the bed so you can wake up on time, you old fuck.
Look, morning wood. That's the only time you got wood.
Hey, look, that's the only time I feel like a man. As soon as I take a piss, all the excitement's over with.
You sit down and take a piss. You sit down and take a piss, and you never touched the water before. So, my guys,
Hey.
appreciate it.
Man,
Take
but
it
that's
easy,
more like
Bama.
morning wish.
Yeah, wish it would stay wood. Where's that damn fountain of youth? I got a whole bunch of quarters. Anybody want to come do a damn 25-foot flower bed for me?
No, thank you.
I'll give you all the beer and laughter you want.
I don't do that shit.
We going to do show me family pictures.
No, I ain't gonna be that stupid. Well, you'll get to see something you hadn't seen. You get to see Salty with hair, because I had hair in those pictures. Which
There
I
you
actually
go.
got hair now. I got long ass hair in the back now. I've just been lazy and hadn't shaved it. Hadn't shaved my head. But that's coming tomorrow. I'll be back skinhead again tomorrow.
I do need to get my hair cut. And I need to trim my beard up. It's getting a little crazy. I keep not doing it because it makes such a mess in the bathroom. I have to clean up.
Oh, I just been avoiding my brother for the last 2 days.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. He's been working on that damn boat, and the part he's working on, I don't want nothing to do with, so I ain't been talking to him.
I've been avoiding your brother for the last, 52 years or 54 years.
Now, once he gets to the next stage, I'll go back down there and help him again. But right now, he's doing all the carpet in the boat. I don't want no part of that shit.
Carpet in a boat?
Fuck yeah, shit ain't no fun. Especially this damn bass
Anywhere
boat.
ain't no fun. I'm sorry. It's just
Especially this damn bass boat, man, because it's got so many damn compartments in it and all the doors and shit. So all the damn,
like
huh?
I've been in plenty of bass boats with my dad. So yeah.
Yeah, when you take all the doors off of it, you got all these little small, like 3 or 4 inch strips of carpet's got to go down between each door and all that kind of shit. That shit fucking aggravating as fuck, dude. I told him, I said, look here, when you get done with all that, I'll help you on the next part. I don't want nothing to do with that damn carpet.
Yeah. He said, well, same old Salty. You're like a blister. You show up when the damn work's done.
That's right. That's right.
I had, this week is Police Week, National Police Week. So we had a little thing on base the other day, and they sent me to it. Well, my buddy Neptune, the one canine, he wouldn't stop whimpering and crying. He's looking over at me because he's on the other side of the handler. So Sergeant Williams put Neptune in between me and her, and he just looked up and just stopped crying. He knew he was safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a good dog, boy. I tell you what, he hits pretty hard. Fun stuff.
Now Gary's sitting over reading that shit about that MSD box. Guarantee you.
Well, no, I mean, listen, hey, I'd rather for somebody to bring it up to me than to fuck it up.
I 100% agree with that. 100%. Damn right.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, because you don't want to have to buy it again. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, because I mean, it's got so
Shit.
many multiple different ways to hook this thing up.
Well, parts anymore ain't cheap.
Parts.
And you don't want to have to rebuy them some bitches if you don't have to. Especially when you're this close to getting that damn thing popped off, you know. You don't
Right.
like, damn, I don't want nothing to screw me up now. I'm on the home stretch. At least to hear it run, and then I can start working on the rest of the
Oh.
shit that the car needs.
Now I
Well,
understand
and
why
another
he
thing
did
is-
that. You
And another
upgraded
thing
it.
is, I hooked it up just like I hooked up my my 90 notchback that I have with the 408. I hooked up the exact same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize you had another video out there, Gary. I hadn't seen that one.
That just
Oh,
came
about
out
him putting
I just
about him
I
putting the
just saw it.
55 in the garage.
I haven't watched it, but I just saw it. It's on my list to watch next.
The last one I seen, he put the 55 over in the shop, took the S10 out, put it on the trailer.
I saw that one.
Yeah, that's the last one of his I've seen.
He put out that
Hell.
new one. It was just on like it had released a minute earlier before I got on this live stream that his popped in.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I gotta
Hell,
say, I noticed when you put that 55 in your dad's garage, it had so much room around it. It was so roomy. It was so tight. That's
I'll
like
tell you
Now,
like super tight fit.
now I had Car Mob's damn notification in my damn notification box for a couple of days now. I finally got time to watch it today about Shelby being able to drive the GTR home from school.
yeah. Well, I saw that
Didn't see
Gary, that trunk, you were right. That trunk is freaking gorgeous, man.
It is, didn't it? I was
Dude.
really hoping he was going to vacuum it out and show us after he vacuumed it.
What's that?
Your 55's trunk.
Oh yeah.
Shit, it's
I did vacuum it out though.
Yeah,
Shit,
but then
it looks good though. I know that.
We saw it was closed with a 4-wheeler behind it, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!" I wanted to see it with it cleaned. That
What?
is a nice looking trunk, and I love that brace in the middle with the X brace.
Yeah, it gives that sheet metal more rigidity and structure.
I love.
Look,
the
I'm
way-
just happy to see that it's not rusted out, and I'm happy to see down where the spare tire goes, it's not rusted out, because usually that is a major rust spot for them cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I'm going to let you guys look at this because you're so special.
Yeah.
Are you treating me like that song? Cause you're so fucking special.
But that's the way I hooked it up. Now I don't
Yeah?
have the trigger, the crank trigger, but that's the distributor.
Okay. That
Aren't
looks
you glad?
all right.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Or
That's just the way they work, right?
That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, and maybe the older ones might have been like what he's talking about. I don't know, but I did go by the directions.
I know that. What was the one before I used? Was it a 4A? It wasn't the electric. I used to use the old one that wasn't as less electronic-y. Less.
It might have been a 6A because then the 6AL gave you the rev limiter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't have the rev limiter. That's what it was. It was just the 6A.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the digital 6AL.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Well, I've
digital
used
joint.
the AL as well. I put one of those in and I wired it per the book.
Put the chip in it.
I
Remember that?
It wasn't mine. I was just wiring it for somebody.
Mine,
Yeah, that's why I always put the 6AL inside of mine. That way I could, inside of the car, that way I could change the damn chip inside of the car.
well,
So
that's
the
the
only-
thing. This don't have a chip. That's how come I didn't put it inside the car. It don't have a chip. It gives you a little key that you can change it on the actual thing by a switch.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's a digital. It's not
Yeah,
like
they-
the old 6ALs where
Right,
you had the
rotary
little
switch.
manual chip that you had to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's basically a pot that you're changing that
Right.
or a switch. I'm not sure if it's a switch or a pot on the new one.
I remember when I put mine in, I was late for Christmas dinner because I was out there installing it in the car.
Boy, I've been late for a lot of damn Christmas, Thanksgiving dinners out there working on fucking
On the one
Volkswagen.
you have, Gary, underneath that little thing when you open it up, is it like a switch that turns to is it a dial that tells you what RPM the rev limiter is going to?
So it has hang on a second.
I'm just wondering if it's like my two-step, my
No,
MSD.
it's got two different ones.
Okay.
so you can switch it. But I got to read and see exactly what to do on it because my old one had a chip in it.
Yeah. See, the new digitals might be different than the old ones. So
Never messed with the chips.
The only chip Salty had in his car was a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Doritos.
Fritos,
Oh.
yeah. Some Doritos.
But yeah, I mean, if somebody brings something up and whatever, I just did. I'm like, oh, did I fuck up? You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't blame you, Gary. It's
never
damn
know.
sure worth the damn researching. Hell yeah, man.
I
Hey,
fixed it.
like I said, parts cost too damn much to be tearing them some bitches up, man.
Right.
I know that on my MSD 2-step, it's got two switches on it, and one of them sets the thousands and one sets the hundreds.
Okay, so that's probably what I got.
Oh, it's like
And that's just for the 2-step, and it's made by the same company. So
it's a pot. That's a pot switch, ain't it?
well,
Pinks.
they are there. I don't think they're potentiometers. I think they're actually switches. I'd have to get into them and look at the.
Kind of looks like you got a little key you can stick in it to rotate it.
I use a little screwdriver on mine. I have a small screwdriver for it.
Hey, if you lose that, you can use Salty's pecker.
That might be a bit too small.
I think his pecker might be a little
Soft.
too round and soft.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, it would be a stubby.
I just use
You know
one
them
of
little
my,
stubby screwdrivers you used to get in the kits, the little stubby ones.
when I have in my tools, I have one of those terminal block screwdrivers that I'd used to do wiring for terminal blocks, and it fits in the little things perfectly and turns them.
Brad still texting him. I just heard his text go off.
Was that a train horn I heard?
Yeah, that's Gary's text.
Got somebody at work has that same one.
Yeah, Brad's still texting.
He's got it sounds like a damn siren going off when it goes off.
Yeah, but Gary, in your 408, did you have the digital 6AL or did you have the regular 6AL with a chip?
Fuck, don't ask. It had a chip in it.
Okay, then you had a different
6AL.
6AL. Yeah, you had the older style.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they wired the same, didn't they?
Well, I don't see. Yeah, that's
I
the
believe
thing.
they do.
I don't know with the digital 6AL setups. I don't know if things have changed between the old basically what I call a manual and then the digital. Because with all that shit, updating software and the way things work, you just don't ever know anymore.
I
It's
do
still got
believe
to have the
wiring
pickups and
is still
the
the same.
The way
it's got to have the pickups and everything, and the input and output.
I'd have to actually get one and work with it some. That way I can find out if it's changed from the old ones or not. I've never had a digital 6AL. So hell, I still got 2 or 3 of the old ones, the old 6ALs.
That probably worth money.
I haven't had. I mean, that 2-step I put in my Mustang is the first MSD thing I've bought in years. Like,
So, Pinks, you're exactly right. It is one's for the thousands and one's for the hundreds.
okay, so it's basically the same thing as it is on mine.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah.
Yours have a key though. Yours are different. Mine look like little. They just look like knobs, or the round thing that a knob would go on with the slit in the middle, like for a screwdriver.
Yeah, mine looks like a those screwdrivers you get from Craftsman's got the 4 different size screwdrivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing. When I had my my old Harley, my Evo, I used to work with dip switches on the ignition.
Yeah.
The old dip switches. I want it here. I want this. I want that. Here you go.
Hey.
Bam.
So
Believe it or not, T.
he goes,
I'm
I'm
sorry, go
looking
ahead,
for the installation instructions now. Can't find it, but I'm pretty sure they say recommend not running them next to each other.
Hey, there might be something to that. You never know.
But why?
Might be something to that. I don't know if it would interference. I mean, I don't know if it would be an interference thing.
He
Noise.
goes, this is what I came up with. So I don't know. I have to look into it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, it's definitely worth. I mean, I would definitely listen to Brad. I mean, 100% because Brad personally, and he worked with a lot of drag cars and shit like that. So
no, he's been around this shit, dude, for a long time.
yeah. So
So there's certain wires you might not want to run too close to each other. But as long as they're only next to each other for like a certain amount of space, they're fine. But noise can bleed over.
Well, this is what he sent me just now.
Yeah.
It says run distributor pickup wires near the coil wires on an MSD ignition system, but it is critical to separate them and shield them to prevent electrical interference.
Mm-hmm.
The magnet pickup wires especially should be routed separately.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can see that. And you can always put shield wiring over or shield braid over them.
And I got stuff over it, but I mean, my thing is that I don't know. It says that on his thing, but it doesn't say that here.
Maybe they've shielded the wires now, which they should have been shielded to begin with. Depending on, like, pickup wires should definitely be a shielded cable.
You would think though they would have said that in Gary's instructions.
Well,
You would have thought that.
I may have overlooked it.
What up, Nate?
Nate, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Just talked to that cat the other day for about an hour or so. Oh, Nate's good people, man. I like old Nate.
He was in the big races.
I saw that.
Yeah, and he had a fucking horrible fucking experience.
Really?
Yeah, he said Texas fucking sucks. He said that fucking track sucks. He said the racing is awesome, but the fucking track people about the camper sites and all, he said they fucking suck. He was telling me about that day on the phone. Get up here and get on up here and explain yourself, Nate.
Hey, Gary, you know what you can use to shield them wires? Just like your ma used to do when she sent you on a field trip to school and you had some soda, she wrapped it in aluminum foil.
Well, you know, for some reason I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, I've seen that shit up under the hood of cars before. Don't think I haven't.
Foil does work for shielding, but I personally use a braided shield myself, and I think I have a bunch of it out in my garage somewhere.
Hell, but they got so much new braid now. I mean, they got so much new shielding now where it's not that fucking braid, that metal braiding shit.
Yeah,
That
the metal
knocks
braid
out all
works
that shit.
the best, though. Just so you know, even with the
Well-
new shielding, the metal braid still works the best.
Oh, hell, I couldn't tell you, man. I ain't built a car in a while. I just know there's a lot of different stuff out on the market now that people
There's a ton
swear
of
down
stuff.
by. So,
It's cheaper and it's lighter, but it doesn't work as well. But same. I mean, like certain if you've got pairs of wires, there's certain ones you got to twist, but then you got to know how to twist them. And you got to know how many twists per inch you need. Things like that. Because if you know the frequency of what's on the line, there's a formula to figure out how many twists you need in a pair.
gotcha.
Well, what's the frequency, Kenneth?
I don't know.
Oh, my
I'll tell you
Lord.
what, boys. There's booze in the blender, and here ever ender. That magic concoction that helps me hang on.
Are you
So how's
wasting Margaritaville?
Man, I am. Yeah.
how's the beaches looking down there? T, you been around there and
yeah.
seen anything pretty lately?
Just beachy.
It's there's some man. I tell you what, Salty. I thought I saw your ex-wife crawled out the ocean the other day. It looked like some sea critter.
Oh, yeah, she does look like that nowadays.
I said, "Damn, man." I tell you what, though, I'm fucking so tan. The palms of my hands are white.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
we-
Nate
we-
and Mike's garage.
And whose garage?
Mike,
What up, Mike?
Mike's garage. What's up, buddy?
Hello, Miguel.
The
Nate,
mod
hello,
man
Mike.
himself.
So your experience wasn't the greatest down in Texas there, Nate?
The racing was great.
Yeah.
Normally, when you go and camp, I've gone to enough races to know there's pump trucks that run around. You'll see one at least once an hour. There's
Yeah, he had
freshwater
a-
trucks that run around once an
Yeah,
hour.
he had a real shitty
We didn't
situation.
see one all weekend.
Wow.
Hey Nate, you
We had
talking
to
about a
call United
honeysucker?
Rentals emergency line because the number that they gave you in the camping packet, when you called it, they said we are closed. We are closed at our current. We are outside of our current business hours. Please call again on Monday. I was like, wow, that's a hell of a number to give. We called Track Services twice. Then we called United Rentals, and my Aunt Bev's like, fuck it, this is an emergency as far as I'm concerned.
What happened?
Yeah, my fucking shitter's full, motherfucker. It needs to be emptied.
Camper's full, and there's no hookups there.
Oh.
So when you don't have hookups, you got to get it pumped out. Well,
Yeah.
there's always pump trucks running around,
Yeah.
and
You know
there was
they,
no pump
Not-
trucks.
they call them a
Not there,
honeysucker.
apparently.
My aunt told the guy, he says, make sure you come directly to Section R in the Windstar Casino campground, spots 24, 26, and 28, and run over everybody on your way in because they're going to mob you when you come in because the guy next to us needed pumped. He prepaid. I forgot to tell you this, Salty. The guy that was camping next to us, the only guy within sight of us camping there, prepaid for it, and they never came and did it. Like he prepaid before he came to the race. He'd been to every race this year. He was traveling. He was a guy in his 70s.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
He
I'm
was
gonna
so
pop
happy
off.
when that guy showed up.
Was that in Fort Worth, Nate?
Wow.
Later. Have a good
All right, guys, have a good night.
Good night, Mr.
Yeah.
Mach-1.
All right, Mr. Rockwood.
Hey, Gary, have a good night.
That track up there does
Yes.
seem disorganized because I rode up there a few times when I lived out there, and it didn't give me a warm and fuzzy that they were very organized with shit.
You know what the crazy thing is Texas Motor Speedway is owned by the same people that own Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is by far the best camping experience you'll ever have when it go to a race. As far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, without
That was-
hookups, they've
that
got
was-
shower houses that are clean and nice and up to date. Pump trucks running around all the time. You call the number, they're there in 5 minutes. Pay. I mean, it's as seamless as it can possibly be. Texas, complete opposite. You pull in, normally you go to your campground and they'll check you in at the gate of your campground, one of the however many they have, it's a track you're going to. We pulled up and said, hey, this is our camping spot. Well, first we went through no signs, drove all the way around the track. No track personnel that was parking anybody had any idea what we were talking about. Like they weren't hired to do the race.
Huh.
Drove all the way around the track, found the entrance, one of the 5 entrances to our campground. All of them are closed so we got the 5th one we tried was the only one open. And we showed the guy our camper pass is a QR code that they normally scan. And they'll scan it, give you your vehicle tag, your tow vehicle, and your RV tags for the weekend. We showed it to them. They're like, oh, we don't use those no more. You got to go back over to this parking lot over here by the dirt track and get your stickers over there.
Oh my God.
Drive all the way over there. We pull up. We show him the QR code. The guy says, where are you guys at? And we told him, and he showed Sandy, my cousin's husband, shows him the QR, and he walks away. He didn't even look at the QRs that verify what we were telling him was true. He comes back with stickers with them written. Well, each camping spot, you get one tow vehicle, one RV. So we go over. They rented 3 RVs. One was already there. The second one that came, checked in, they gave him 3 more vehicle passes.
Good girl.
I said, dude, anybody could go up there and get 30 fucking vehicle passes for the same camp spot.
Yeah.
My aunt at the end of the weekend was sitting there with a notepad writing down all the shit that was wrong. Because my aunt's been to pretty much every track. She's been going to races since 92. They
Right.
go to 3 or 4 of them a year camping. And she says, this is the most disorganized shit show she'd ever seen. I said, I'm right there with you. This is pretty bad. North Wilkesboro was rough, but this was fucking terrible.
I went to one event up there, and I'm like, this is fucked up. Because, you know,
You ate shit.
if you went south on 35, Western
Yep.
Center Boulevard, that's right where I lived at.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was like 15 minutes from the track, 15 minutes from that Buc-ee's up there,
Come on, girl,
Yep.
potty.
the outlets and all that. I worked at that Cabela's, which is now Bass Pro part time. So yeah, I've been up. That was a cool area. You go down to I was 10 minutes from the stockyards. Shit, I knew where to park, knew where to party. Too easy.
Yep. We went to stockyards on Monday, so I threw my back out 2 days before we went.
Come on,
I got my back
Hey.
squared up by Saturday. It was feeling really good. Then Monday, I rolled my ankle at the stockyards. I haven't fully healed up from that. Now I've been sick for the last 3 days. I'm finally coming out of it.
Did you watch the cattle drive?
Yep, we got there before it.
Ain't that cool?
Yes, it is.
Now, if there's a woman down there who will take you out on the, who'll take you in one of the, she's got a horse on there, take you around the stockyards in one of the old wagons. Her name's Audrey. She's a real sweet woman. And then they got Jake, the Longhorn Bull. He's a mean bastard. He almost got me one day with a horn.
Wow.
You know what
Yeah.
they say? You gotta grab that bull by the horns.
I used to go down there and hang out and bullshit with all the local. You know, I was a local. Fuck it. Hang out with the locals. I had to do what the locals do.
Yeah. My cousin lives in Heiko. Do you know? I'm sure you probably know where that's at. It's just
Yeah.
south of Stephenville.
Yeah, Stevensville.
Yep.
You definitely up north type mother scratcher because of Stevensville, fool.
They call it Stephenville too.
Who does?
My cousin and her husband. Her husband's lived there his entire life. That's why I call it that. Because in New York, they get real picky about names too.
Look at him being all prim and proper, using the Queen's English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Nate told me, he goes, I can tell you one track I'll never fucking go back to again, and that's Texas.
Fucking
It's a
race
badass
was
track.
great. The racing was fantastic. It's way better to watch that race in person. I hate that track on TV. It's almost like Watkins Glen. You got to go to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can check it off my list. We can say we were at Texas. We got our mementos. I'm good. Unless we get free tickets again, then we might go.
I told him, I said, man, the one track you have to go to once in your life, it's a bucket list. You got to go to Talladega one time. You just have to. It's an experience all of its own. And you got to damn camp on Talladega Boulevard. Trust me. You'll thank me for it after you leave that place.
I'm sure it's a bad house. Try to get
Dude, it's
camping on
fucking crazy.
Talladega Boulevard.
It's
Well, you
fucking
gotta
crazy.
reserve it probably a year plus in advance.
I tell you,
Yeah.
I loved.
It'll be like season
I
tickets
picked
for
cruise.
the waiting list.
Yeah. I pit crewed for a team. We did a big SCCA race up there, an endurance race, and that was my initiation. Was Watkins Glen. So I went up there, did a couple 5-gallon buckets of lug nuts, monkey snot, and lug nuts to rims, and we had a failure with the drive shaft. I heard it over the radio, and that's what it sounded like. I saw a complete drive shaft on the wall in the trailer, so I ran up there and got it. Some guy in a gator ran me back down, and sure as shit, it was that. So they gave me a spot on the team, but the team disbanded the following year. But Watkins Glen was really nice. I met Dorsey Schrader up there, hung out with him, went to the
Oh, yeah.
Corning glassware, and that's where they had the banquet. I was hanging out with a bunch of people. The one guy from EMSA, he's like, you can't be running around here without a hat on. Gave me a free Firestone racing hat. It's pretty cool.
You know, they don't do that. They don't do that in NASCAR no more, T. You know, you said the monkey snot with the lug nuts on the wheels and
Yeah.
stuff. They don't do that no more.
No.
They don't do the lug nuts at all. They got one big lug nut like the IndyCar
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
their wheels,
Which is a
Which
joke.
which is stupid as shit. They need to go back to the 5 lug nuts
Yep.
because I always enjoyed watching those guys, man. I mean, that was a
NASCAR meant to be stock cars, which meant stock
well,
Stock like anymore, but
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay, they're not stock like at all anymore.
No.
oh no, well, they haven't been stock like cars since the freaking early 90s anymore.
I know.
And you're lucky Bam was not on here because he would agree with you, Salty. Just like you like it, the more nuts, the better. Will it be lug nuts or man nuts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucky
The
your
thing
boy
that drives
Bam
me-
ain't here.
The biggest thing that drives me nuts
is
Come on, girl.
Cowboy
They made
Butts.
the argument of we're going to go to an 18-inch wheel because it's more like passenger cars of today. We don't run 15s on anything. And then they put a fucking center lock nut. I'm like, those are only found on Porsches and Ferraris. Are you fucking kidding
And
me?
only their upper end ones.
Well,
Yeah.
who talked them into doing that, right? Honestly, you know who
I
talked them
have
into doing that. Well, Roger
no
Penske
idea.
bought the Indy Series and he bought the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and he's
Yes, I know that.
he's one of the biggest teams in NASCAR.
Yeah.
So damn good and well he had a lot of influence on not only the single lug nut but the design of those cars. Because if you ever look at the suspension setup on the new NASCARs, it's almost just like a damn Indy car now.
No shit.
Yep.
The way it's all that shit set up is almost like an Indy car now.
Yeah, the
It's all
geometry
it's
and
all
everything.
4-wheel independent suspension. It's got
Yep.
like a Corvette style transmission. It's a transaxle in the back. It's the linkage goes to the rear end.
Yeah,
So you get
it's
a
like a
better
torque.
weight
It's like a torque
distribution.
tube.
You
Yep.
Yeah,
get
it's like a
better
torque
weight
tube in a Corvette now.
distribution.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, man. But the thing about it is, those cars. You remember how like the old NASCARs used to be able to come down off the banking and they could still drive? Well, they can't do that no more. They come off the banking now. If they stop, they high side themselves. The front and the rear of the car is on the ground, and the damn tires are off the ground because that's how low they are now to the
If
ground.
the tires, all 4 tires go flat, they can't go nowhere. They literally have a port on the car that when personnel comes, they can put air to it to raise the suspension up enough the wheels will touch the ground. That's the only
Yeah,
fucking way. Which NASCAR's playing with a
Yep.
bunch of nonsense rules now, trying to make it. There was one race Josh Berry had an absolute conniption over. I want to say it was Michigan last year. Like, he had 2 flat tires. They made him go to the garage and parked him. The next week,
Yeah.
Chase Elliott did the same thing. He got pushed back to the pits, and he put 4 new tires on and went back out and raced. Josh Berry in his interview said, his exact words, I sure the fuck hope that they didn't decide that he says, I hope they parked everybody that had flat tires like they did me last week at Michigan.
Well, the reason why that happened too is because you verse Josh Berry's team versus Hendrick. Hendrick is like the NASCAR's golden child now. They're like the top seed. They're like everything to NASCAR. They give them the best. Well, put it this way, they massage the rules for Hendricks where they don't massage the rules for other teams. If you know what I mean.
Did you see the new road course they put in across from Charlotte Motor Speedway?
Oh yeah, the Roval. Yeah.
No, the Roval's inside of Charlotte Motor Speedway. They built a road course. It's called 10 Tenths Motor Club. It is owned by Marcus Smith, Bruton Smith's son, who owns Charlotte Motor Speedway and SMI, Texas, and all these SMI tracks, and Rick Hendrick.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, Rick
Those are the
Hendrick's
2
got
people.
a hand in that shit, huh?
Yeah, he's partial. Because it's built on his property.
Oh, well now you know.
You know one thing that all the motor speedways don't have is Mike's
that?
Garage technology, fueling it and lighting that place up.
Heard that.
Yeah, we hadn't even heard from him. What's up, Mike?
Hey
You still
guys,
running
how
from
you
the
doing?
you still running from the wife?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Been dealing with something lately that's kind of been bothering me a bit. My blood pressure's been on the lower side.
Oh, that's yeah. You want to watch that.
So I've been stopping to take all my supplements, but my blood pressure's been a little bit lower to where, and I'm thinking about reaching out to my doctor. My last physical back in March, when they did my blood pressure, is like 98/60, and he's like, man, it's low. And I'm like, nah, I'm normally in the low 60s. And he's like, okay. But when I go to test it at home now, because I used to always be, like, I don't know, like 108, 110 over 63, 64. And now I'm testing it, and I've had it to where I've hit like 94/56, and I'm like, oh, that's a little
Mike,
low.
That's
can I ask you something? Did you get the COVID shot?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Mine is directly fucking opposite. Mine will go up and come back down. My blood sugar this week, I was as low as 74
Ooh.
on blood sugar on my, and checking it. I check it every day and I take insulin, but it's been so far down it ain't even funny. They can't figure it out with me, Mike. They're like, Mr. Hetzel, you're perfectly fine. You're healthy. They did a nuclear stress test, all kinds of stress tests, and my blood pressure was like, what are you here for? So
Wow. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, that your
yeah.
blood pressure all of a sudden will just skyrocket and you'll
Yep.
get like super high.
Hey, look, my blood pressure shoots up higher for no reason than me talking to Salty, you know?
Yeah.
My blood
Now,
Damn.
if it was
look,
Bama talking salty, I mean, Bama might, the juices might get flowing, so I could see his blood pressure rising.
Damn.
hey, they get flowing and then they get flowing inside of old Morningwood's
He,
Oh
trach.
Lord.
he's looking for a
Oh
purty
God.
mouth.
But man,
I
I
hope
hope
you
you're
don't
gonna
see
be
that
okay,
damn cat.
buddy. I hope it's gonna work itself out.
Come
Yeah,
on.
so I
Come on.
mean, like today, I was dizzy for the first part of the day, and I'm just like, and I didn't sleep well, so I'm just like, well, maybe it's that. I go to check my
Ooh,
blood
glad you
pressure,
didn't see that.
and I'm
Come here.
like,
Come here.
98
Come here. Stop,
over
stop, stop, stop.
58, and I'm like, okay. So then I take some salt water, and about a half hour later, I'm feeling better, and I check my blood pressure again, and now the lower number is 63, and I'm like. Okay, 60 is the magic number. For some reason, if it goes below 60, that's when I
Uh-huh.
start to feel a little bit dizzy when I get up. And
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to call your doctor and just see if you can go in and get a checkup and get them to check you.
Either that or you need to go camp at Texas Motor Speedway and that'll raise your blood
Yeah.
pressure, right, Nate?
Yeah, yeah,
Heard
just ask
that.
Nate.
I
Nate
mean,
tell you all about
shit.
that.
Nate,
so does your blood pressure ever drop to where it's too low?
no, it doesn't go too low. It goes down to a normal range. It went, they gave me that nuclear stress test. She hit me with this medication, it felt like somebody hit me in the chest with a hammer. And it was 122 over 84. She goes, you just went down from the 124 to this. And I hit you with this. I said, yeah, I don't know
I,
what to tell you, man.
if I remember correctly, I think it's not adrenaline, but I think it's supposed to run your heart rate up some so they can see what it does under load is basically what it is.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
what they used ultrasound machines for.
It took my breath away to a degree.
Yep.
It started to, but I'm good with breathing and controlling breathing in a panic situation. Just started breathing and everything was like wow. But
Yeah, that's
So
strange.
hey Mike, that's one of the problems Colleen is having is super low blood pressure. That's why she was passing out so much.
What's hers go down to?
Lower than yours. It's the upper number below 100 and the lower number in the 40s.
Oh
Damn, in the
shit, dude,
40s?
that's like go
Holy
to the
shit.
hospital.
Yeah, but she did. But it only lasts for a few. But she figured out that two of the medicines she was taking, both of their side effects in that.
And now she's back to normal.
Not normal, but back to better.
Yeah.
Well, just out of curiosity, Mike, have they changed any of your medicine here lately to something else?
No, I don't take much medicine. I take let's see
I don't
here,
know what
small dose
Betadine.
of Prozac
Heard
due to
of it.
stress from work. I
Oh, you
take
take Prozac? I used to be on Prozac.
yeah, because everybody's work is stressful.
Oh yeah.
But and then I take what do I take? Something for the prostate. Then what else do I take? And then for my EOE, and that's a shot every week. But none of that's changed, and I've been on these supplements that I've been on for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Well, I take two blood pressure medications to keep mine from being too high,
Yeah,
Yeah, I take the one.
and then
I think me.
I take Adderall to calm me down.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
something, Mike. Has your work become less stressful by chance? I asked this. The only reason why I ask it's because my aunt worked for Norfolk Grumman on radar systems for the military, and when she quit her job, she was having problems with her blood pressure dropping all the time. But she was on medication for it when she was working. When she retired, it took them like a year to realize, oh, you know what? Let's take you off your pressure medication and see what it does. And it fixed the issue.
because she wasn't stressing as much anymore.
Yeah,
She wasn't
Well,
stressing.
Mike, you
that's
did
why I
say,
asked.
you took a new position at your job. So
I did, and it's same amount of stress. I just checked my blood pressure right now, 117/76.
Yeah, that's good.
that
I
ain't
wish
too
mine
bad
was.
then.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that ain't
no.
too
That's
bad.
how it should be. But
I
what
wish
I've been
mine were that
doing
low.
the last week is increasing my salt content.
I have decreased. I'm eating peanuts right now, but they are lightly salted peanuts.
But
That should help.
if you read online how to raise your blood pressure if it's too low, it says that you need to drink a lot of fluids because that raises your blood
Yep.
pressure, and then it also says add additional salt because it
Yeah,
raises it, which is true.
yeah, the salt will. Because sometimes if you don't drink enough, it'll raise your blood pressure because the blood becomes thicker with being
Gatorade.
hydrated.
Gatorade actually works really well for that. The old
Which
school Gatorade.
they're getting ready to put Gatorade on the shelf because all those dyes, they're talking about Gatorade's going to take a big hit because of the dyes, the dye ban.
Who cares?
I
As
tell
long
you
as it
what,
tastes the same.
Make
The
it
only
clear.
thing
no
that
offense. You can thank Kennedy for this, and I'm not mad at Kennedy at all because there's too many dyes in the shit that we eat and drink these days anyway.
oh, I agree. Get all the shit out of the food.
Get
The
if you can
Canadians
get
have the
more
exact
shit,
same food with none of the chemicals in it.
yeah, if you can get the dyes, and he's been preaching a piss out of that. If we get the dyes out of our drinks and our foods, we will start being a lot more healthier
Can
because
we?
that
The
dyes cause a lot of damn health problems with us.
the only thing that's changed with me over the last 2 months is outside of work. I've been doing more stuff, working on the shop, trying to produce more videos, trying to get more stuff done, and working from morning to late at night, like freaking every day.
You know what? This may sound dumb. You enjoy doing that stuff, don't you?
I do, but I wear myself out so much that um, about every other week I'll have a day that I just crash for most of the day because I just can't get
Can't go
myself to do
That's what
anything.
it is. Your body's getting worn out from you. You're pushing yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pushing your brain, man. You're making your damn brain work too damn hard.
Yeah,
And
No,
it sounds
my
it sounds
brain ain't working. That's the problem.
well. See,
So
it sounds like to me your brain is working
And
faster than your
Gatorade.
body's capable of keeping up with.
well,
That's
I
what it
mean,
sounds
there's a
like.
want to get stuff done, but the brain, trust me, it is not working at all. I've been
No.
having issues with that brain fog for the last couple of years, and it keeps getting worse. So, one of my friends at work had brought this up. He's like, was talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, man, in your 50 or your late 40s, early 50s, man, the memory and everything starts to go. And I'm joking with him, and I'm like, but you don't have to worry about that for a while. You sounds like you're in your 20s. He says, no, I'm 54. He says, all I do is I do brain teasers all the time outside of work. But he says,
Yeah.
thank you for, you know. So I'm like, all right. So then I went on Luminosity, Lumosity, can't say it, but a brain teaser thing. So I sign up for it, and it says put in your age range, and I put in 50 to 59. I'm 49. I'll be 50 at the end of the year, but I do 50, 59. So then they have all these basic tests to kind of test where you're at in areas, and it matched up exactly with what my concern is. So, like math, I was in the 60th percentile, so better than most in the 50s, range, which makes sense. I'm really good at math. But then when it came to memory, which is where I'm horrible at, it said 98% of the people in age 50 to 59 are better than me. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So like my daughter who's 10, she wants to play like Pictionary and stuff, and I can't play it with her because I can't remember the cards as they're flipped over what is where, even on something very, very basic. It's just, it's gone. I don't have the ability to do any of that anymore. So it's
Michael,
like, it's the brain doesn't work like it's supposed to. And to be honest, something that I probably shouldn't admit out loud, but it feels good saying it. I'm worried that for my profession, I'm aging out because I can't keep up with it, and I feel it, and it
I
scares the
understand
shit
that.
out of me.
This is one time, and I'm going to say this jokingly. This is one time you could be backed up. You need to stop and let your wife catch you.
hey Mike, I'm gonna send you over a
Just
link.
messing with you, brother.
Did that over the weekend, Salty.
Yeah. I'm gonna
No, you're
send you a
good
link
then.
over
Hell yeah.
something. I've been using functional mushrooms now for 5 months. And let me tell you something. It's incredible how less brain fog I have, more cognitivity, less craving for any energy drinks. Because I'm working on. I get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I don't get home till 6:30 at night, working all day. And a lot of the times I've been out in the heat because these cars ain't got no damn AC. But
Yeah.
it's really been helping me out. There's a lot of science behind it, and there's another mushroom out there I'm trying to find that people are using, and it releases stem cells that are in your own bone marrow. When them stem cells are released, even in small doses, they go to areas of the body like a homing beacon and repair the most damaged area first.
I know
It's
what you're
pretty
talking
wild.
about. The
But
That's actually
nootropics, the
pretty cool.
different nootropic supplements.
yeah, but there's I'll send you a link to the stuff that I'm using, and it's very easy and quick. And man, I'll tell you what, other night I used the sleep stuff because I wanted to really get a good night's sleep. I woke up, people like, damn man, why are you always so happy in the morning?
Send
Why
me
do you
that
get
link,
so
Dave.
feel? Yeah, but
I,
I'll
I, I, I can look at it. I've tried a lot of them, and I'm not saying that I tried them because you brought it up. I so I had allergic reactions to some of them. So
yeah,
lion's mane and some of the other nootropic.
mushrooms. Yeah,
Um, my problem is I've got food allergies to most fruits and some vegetables,
uh,
to where I get anaphylaxis and my throat starts closing up. And I've tried some of those and had that effect.
I got you. Yeah, we'll hook up, Mike. I'll give you a holler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You've got
imagine
my
with your
number.
esophagus problems and stuff like that, I imagine you got to be careful about what you take and eat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Well, for you, Salty, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. That entering and exiting is like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. You're so bored out.
Boy, you finally got Nate to make a noise, even though he coughed. But you got him to make a noise on that one.
maybe it's because my diet isn't varied enough and it's deficient. I mean, that could have something to do with it. But
Well, Nate's wife, that's what she does. She works at a doctor's office,
She's a
taking care of that kind of
nutritionist.
stuff. I'm not
I can
exactly
ask
what.
her.
Yeah, what does your wife do
She's a
exactly, Nate?
physician's assistant.
Oh, she's
Okay.
a PA. Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
nice.
I can ask her, but I already know what her response is. She says it's really hard to diagnose anything without
Yep,
actually seeing them. She hates giving advice to my family and
exactly.
friends, always ask questions. And she's like, there are so many factors. I can't just diagnose you from here.
Yeah, no
As
shit.
Yeah,
as she should, because if she was given any advice, then that is unethical.
A
I
bottle of
mean,
NyQuil, 2 Tylenols, and call me in the morning.
yeah. I mean, like my dad's appendix, that was one thing. Like I explained where the pain was. And she's like, she says it could be his gallbladder. It could be his uh,
Appendix.
appendix. Yeah. She's like, he needs to go to the ED regardless. She says, I can't say for sure, but tell him that I would go. So I told him, Autumn said go. It could be either or. Dad's like, okay, you got it. And my dad don't go to the doctor for nothing.
Yeah.
That's the way my dad was. And then he died
well
because he
that
didn't go to the doctor.
that gallbladder shit, Nate. I was at my brother's a couple years ago visiting him from Texas. I couldn't find a position to sit, lay, or stand in to where I wasn't in extreme pain. I broke 5 ribs on that side where my gallbladder is, and cracked one, punctured my lung, lacerated my liver. I got a piece of rib that never adhered, it floats. I thought it broke loose finally. It might have stabbed me somewhere. So I went to the hospital and they're like, no, that piece is still in place. It's still where it's supposed to be, but your gallbladder needs to come out.
Yeah.
Oh shit! How did you break
Oh.
5 ribs? What happened?
Well, I had a 1980 Toyota cross over into my lane,
Oh,
almost hit my buddy on his motorcycle. When he almost hit him, he locked
Wow.
up the brakes. I hit the pill. If y'all remember the old hatchbacks, big window, small pillar, another window, I totaled a 1980 Toyota hatchback with my body. Broke 5 ribs, cracked one, lacerated my liver, punctured my lung. I was sliding down the road for so long. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then I started rolling. I remember counting it off every revolution. When am I gonna stop rolling? I finally stopped rolling. I pop up looking for traffic to make sure I'm not going to get run over by a freaking Mack truck. Get up, and I'm like, trying to get over. I'm like, these real small breaths, like, I'm like, something's wrong.
Something broke.
I'm like, fuck.
Right.
So the doctor, he told me, well, son, you punctured your lung, lacerated your liver. We're going to put you on oxygen this weekend and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, when you get out, your liver should heal up pretty quick. But if you feel cold dripping down on your right side and you got smoke coming out your nipple from cigarettes, you still got a hole in your lung and your liver's leaking.
That's a hell of a diagnosis right there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of doctor everybody needs right there, buddy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Marty.
He sounded like he'd been a pretty cool doctor.
That shit hurt. Anybody ever had broken ribs? You know what I
Yes,
speak of.
sir.
I've
Yes, sir.
haven't
I broke
broken
I broke
one,
3
but
on my
I've
right
bruised
side.
them before.
Damn right.
I
Yeah.
bruised them. That hurts.
Yeah, when I T-boned that dump truck in my tractor and trailer, yeah, I broke most of everything on my right side.
When that tractor trailer driver teabagged you, he fell on your ribs.
No, it was me. I was in my tractor and trailer, and it was a damn. I was getting ready to cross a damn 4-way intersection, and my light was green. Well, there was a damn dump truck. It was full of sand that was coming the opposite direction, and he was going to be turning left in front of us. Well, he didn't even stop. He just turned left, and I T-boned that motherfucker. And I was loaded, and he was loaded full of sand.
Oh,
I
yeah.
promise you. Yeah, trust me. If you don't think
Yeah,
a
they do.
90,000-pound tractor trailer will come to a stop in a hurry, hit a damn dump truck full of sand and find out.
Yeah,
You guys,
Head stops before.
yeah.
Dude, you talking about? I broke almost every single bone on my right side. I broke my collarbone, my right arm, my right elbow, my wrist, my right knee, my ankle, my foot, my leg, 3 ribs on the right side. Broke my jaw on the right side because when it, back in those days, nobody wore no damn seatbelt. So when I hit, it threw me to the right, and the gear shifter's right there. And if you ever been inside of a cab of a
you
tractor
got that
trailer,
big wheel, the way those dashboards were made back then.
yeah,
Like getting
and that's where I come across and I hit the dash, and then I busted my head on the windshield. And dude, I was fucked up, dude. I mean, I was fucked. It hurt.
Well,
It
that
hurt when I
explains-
finally woke up. But the worst thing out of every bit of that, you would think all that would be bad pain. No, the worst pain out of every single bit of it is my mouth ate the steering wheel.
oh,
And I lost all my teeth. That's why I got false teeth today and knocked all my teeth out.
Damn. So you weren't able to work your side hustle, the glory hole, nor work your real job.
No, literally, dude.
He could have gotten
Literally,
another
dude.
job. He
I
could've
ate the
gotten
fucking-
another job.
Yeah, no, literally, my mouth ate the steering wheel. Not all my. I tell you what, I had
Hungry.
4 teeth. I literally had 4 teeth on the top, and I had 2 teeth on the bottom. That was all was left in my mouth, and not all the rest of my mouth.
Hey,
Damn.
T, his second calling, because you got to think, all gums, he could have been a lot lizard.
Oh, he already was.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, And
Hey, you heard of the best little whorehouse in Texas?
Ah,
He had the best
yeah.
glory hole in Georgia.
Well, now see, when I came to, I was in the back of the ambulance. You know what I mean? Because I was
Yeah.
out. I don't. After I hit the truck, I don't remember anything. But when I
Yeah.
came to, they had me on the stretcher, strapped down strapped down to the stretcher on my back. And when I woke up, they were sitting there picking teeth out of the top of my damn gums. And dude, I was screaming because that shit hurt so bad.
I
They was
bet.
picking the damn teeth out of the top of my damn gun. Hell yeah, dude, I was screaming bloody murder. Couldn't do a damn thing because they had me strapped down. They had my forehead strapped down because I just had busted my head on the windshield. So they had that all bandaged up. Then I had a strap across my forehead. They had my arm strapped down to the bed. They had my leg strapped down to the bed. Dude, I couldn't do shit. If somebody
You
wanted to fuck
thought
me in the ass right then, I couldn't have done a damn thing about
you, hey, you thought
you wouldn't have felt it.
hey, you
it. I'm
thought you
telling you,
woke
dude.
up. You thought you woke up was just a regular Saturday night.
No. When you wake up and them son bitches up there with this damn little thing picking teeth out the top of your mouth, no, you ain't thinking nothing about a Saturday night. You screaming
Well,
because that shit hurts.
I'll tell
Dude,
you,
it
Salty.
hurts.
When I woke up out of that damn coma, they put me in and ripped the tubes out of my chest 4 times.
Yeah.
That's when they put the heavy restraints on me and fed me more fentanyl, keep me
Yeah.
calm.
I'm telling you, man, that's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life, dude. I'm gonna tell you, when you can't wipe your own ass for a long period of time, it's rough, dude. Because thank God, my wife at that time was a good wife, because I could not wipe my own ass, dude. Literally, my hands were all fucked up. I couldn't do anything.
The hell, you wipe your ass?
Well, hell yeah, I don't walk around with shit in my ass,
You should have gotten a bidet at that point.
dude.
Get a
I
little bit of
could, dude.
water,
You gotta
a little bit
understand.
of
You gotta
tickle.
understand, Mike. You gotta understand. I could not dress myself. I could not undress. I couldn't do anything. I was bandaged up basically from my fucking neck down to my feet.
Hey, Mike, back then, a Georgia bidet was the garden hose set on spray.
Oh
Damn
You
yeah,
know,
right.
man.
Georgia
Hey,
bidet.
you know what?
But
Hey, it'll still work today too.
here's the thing: you got to have the brass nozzle on it, the old
Uh,
school brass nozzle.
The brass nozzle.
oh, yeah.
Yep. Get those from Harbor Freight. Used for watering the lawn.
Dude, I tell you what, I hit him so hard, the engine came into the cab of the truck. It knocked the engine
Damn.
completely loose out of the tractor and trailer. It was coming into the cab
Came
of the
up
truck.
into the truck cab.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
had a conventional. I had a Pete 357 when I hit him.
Damn.
Yeah. But see, he had a Pete also. He had a Peterbilt. You know, of course, it was a day cab with a dump bed on it.
Right.
But he was loaded full of sand. That damn dump truck was heavy.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I had produce on my truck, so it was full. But I do believe at that time he was heavier than I was.
Yeah.
Reason he didn't stop.
So you guys are gonna laugh at this. So I've only bruised my ribs once, and it was the last engine build that I did.
Oh,
So those freaking ARP bolts that you have on the mains that you're supposed to tighten down and loosen 3 times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got one hand on the torque wrench to make sure it doesn't slip. You got the other one, and you got to do, I think it was like 90 foot-pounds in a quarter turn or something like that. Well, I weigh 140 pounds. So me pulling 90 foot-pounds with one arm and trying to use the other one to hold it to where it doesn't slip off. Yeah. So after
That was
doing that 3 times, my freaking my ribs hurt for like
I bet
3
it damn
weeks
did.
afterwards because it
I
was
bet it
just
did.
yeah, it was just tweaking my little body more than what I can do. I mean, it was just,
Now, Mike, to make that story better,
uh,
I only bruised my ribs once, and that's when I got drunk on Rumpelmint's peppermint schnapps and tried to wrestle midgets.
oh, there you go.
And
But
me
true
being only
story.
140 pounds, this midget jumped on me like a lion on a gazelle and bruised my ribs.
See,
But
Mike, that's where me and you have the problem because we're so short. People like damn Nate and Pinks and Gary. See, they don't have those damn problems. They
they
so
can just
goddamn
muscle on
tall.
something.
Yeah,
Right.
they so damn tall.
And they got the larger frames too. But if you're a small
Yeah.
frame guy, I mean, you're putting everything you can into it, and yeah.
It's okay. Salty may not have the height, but he does have the weight.
Oh, I guarantee. Well, that's only in the belly area.
Makes up the
The
width.
rest of me skinny
Weight's
as
weight,
hell. But
sir. I don't care if it's in the ass or in the
hey,
front.
I agree. I 100% agree. I don't have an ass anymore. It's all in
Well,
the front. It's called front butt because the ass is flat as a
if you
damn pancake
have
now.
an ass, but you don't have a belly, it's actually a lot healthier for you. It's that belly fat that's bad for you. But on the ass and on the legs, that ain't bad for you. But the belly, that's the bad fat.
I don't know, dude. I've seen some damn chicks walk around with an ass that looks like the back of my fucking Colorado. Can't tell me that motherfucker's healthy.
Probably have a lot
Ain't
of
no
gizzards in
way.
it too.
Ain't no way. Because you guaranteed she gets off balance, she's falling. She ain't catching all that. Some of them black chicks, boy, you talking about somebody with big old asses, boy. They got some big old asses.
Couldn't
And then
do it.
they just walk around and flaunt that shit. I'm like, and you
Like a
think that
damn,
looks
look
good?
like a donkey.
Yeah, and I said, you think that fucking looks good? I'm like, shit.
Hey,
I don't ever say nothing, but I'm thinking it, but I don't ever say nothing though.
they're probably looking at it as someone's tapping it.
Oh, well, I guarantee you somebody's loving it.
There
Hey,
you
look
go.
here. There's an old saying, fat women got to have loving too. Somebody's giving it to them.
Well, there's an ass for every seat.
Yeah, you're right about
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
You're right about that. Somebody's giving it to them. Hey, them fat chicks ain't getting pregnant by themselves.
No.
But it's, you know what? I'm thankful for all of you guys. I love getting on here shooting the shit with every one of you guys. It's a lot of fun.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I clicked on YouTube real quick to look up something and seen you were live, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm not looking it up now.
Hey, Nate, we really need you to get a little, instead of this end, we need you to get some picture in here, buddy. Okay.
Man, I'm just super happy for Pinks because if Pinks didn't go live during the week every week, dude, we would all be some bored motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
just
Yeah.
last
telling
week
you,
was
we would be
definitely
bored as
And
hell.
and here's the thing: we've been doing this for years now, but
Yeah.
there's
Hmm.
gonna come a day that one of us is gonna be gone,
Well,
and
of
when
Don't
that
course,
remind
date's
me.
back, we're gonna be like,
Well, John, I'm
it's
not here
it's
next
gonna
month.
happen.
it's
Gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
It'll
Hey,
It's
happen.
Yep.
gonna happen.
let me
Nobody
ask you
lives forever,
gentlemen
brother.
this. In October 14th, I'm heading to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I'm going to ride the bike back here, sleep the night, load up my gear, but I'm going on that motorcycle to November 1st.
Okay.
And if I go live, I might go live and get you guys on there from some places that I go to.
Sounds
Y'all
like a
want to?
plan. Do it, brother.
Would y'all
Hey,
want to?
if you want to drop by and see me on the way, totally cool.
Yeah, I'm headed south. So going around, I'll be going down.
Lost
I'll
Nate.
be I'll be taking 10 all the
Lost
way
Nate.
over. Oh, we lost
He,
Nathan.
he'll probably be coming back.
Going through Texas. Probably swing through San Antonio, see some. Stop by a couple places I miss, but I'll stop. I'll be in some pretty cool spots. I'll be like out in Deming, New Mexico, which is pretty neat. Lordsburg. I think I'm gonna try to get over to Lordsburg because there's a really cool little gas station there that has a lot of fun shit. So I'll stop there. I'll be in
So, how much of the
California
East
for a
Coast
few
are you gonna try
days.
to do?
Well, I'm going all the way across the country. Then I'm going up I'm going from San Diego to LA, LA through Barstow and to over to Vegas, through Utah to the Four Corners. That's what I'll tell you what, guys. I'll get us on at the Four Corners, which New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Nevada are at. No, Utah. Excuse me, Utah meet.
Oh,
Dude, you're
Yeah,
gonna have to go live when you stop in at damn Silverbacks because I know you're gonna make a stop by there.
I might stop at the Back's house because if I cut through that way, I could end up through. There you go, Nathan. Cut up through, and then I'll go to Kentucky, get lucky in Kentucky,
There you go.
and roll out through Kentucky back to Maryland, and then I'm gonna ride to the coast with my brothers. They're gonna meet me on the road, and then ride back to the house. But it's gonna be almost 3 weeks on the road.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
stop by
buy.
Ponies?
No, it's not on my route because when I get to Maryland, I'll go to the coast of Maryland, Ocean City, but I'll put the bike on the auto train and come back down. because I went from all the way from coast to coast and back across to the coast.
Oh, so you're gonna take the auto train back to Florida?
Yeah, I'll just put the bike on the auto train and come back into Sanford, and then it's only about a 5-hour ride back from Sanford up to here.
Wait, Sanford what?
Sanford, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They
so
have
you're gonna fly from up there back to Sanford?
no, sir. Auto train.
Oh,
They got
auto
a
train. Okay,
train.
okay, okay, okay.
They got a
Okay.
train that's down in just north south of Vienna, and you can load the bike up. You get on the train, and it just takes you down to Sanford, Florida, unload there, and
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, now that would be cool. I've never done nothing like that. That would actually be really cool.
So I'll be gone for
I've never done an
7.
auto train like that. That
I'll
would
be like
actually be pretty cool.
17
I never heard of
days.
that. Train.
Yeah, be like on the road for 17 days on the motorcycle. So I'll go live for some like cool places.
Yeah, I've only rode a train. Actually, believe it or not, I've only rode a train if you don't count like the subway trains here in Atlanta.
I
But
ain't
like a real
talking.
train, I've
I ain't
only rode a
talking.
train like one time in my life. I rode the Amtrak from where the fuck was I at? Goddamn, Tennessee back to Georgia.
Yeah, I
I
took
mean, that's the only time I rode a train, but it was cool. It was cool to do
the
that.
first time I ever took a train. I took it out of Maryland to visit my buddy in New York City, and then I had to hop subway trains over. And I ain't
Yeah.
never done nothing like that before. Never been to New York. I get on the subway train in New York. This guy comes on. I'm 28 years old. I have AIDS and I haven't eaten for days. I need some money now. I'm like, what in the fuck did I just get into? What is this shit?
I bet you did. That would be fucking crazy to hear some
Oh
shit like
yeah.
that.
He's telling me, make sure you don't got your wristwatch on. You ain't wearing no jewelry. Cause
You ever
I'll
rode a
snatch
train,
you.
Pinks? You ever been on a train, Pinks?
Train?
Yeah, train.
Not for a long extended period of time. No, I've never been on a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I rode the Amtrak just from Chattanooga
So,
back to Atlanta.
train, I've been on the train through the Redwood Forest back when it was still running. But never been on an actual transport train. No, I've
Yeah,
been.
they got
They got one that leads.
they still got an old steam train that runs through the damn mountains and stuff up
Yeah.
like I think it's either Tennessee or North Carolina or something like that. They still got an old steam train that you can get on, and it's like a tourist thing, and it's still one of the old steam trains. It's cool as hell. I want to do that shit one day. That's like a
Hell
bucket list
yeah.
thing for me.
I'll be riding that train high
Fuck
on
yeah, dude, that would be
cocaine.
awesome, dude.
Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
I mean, I've seen the old steam trains and stuff at like the railway museums before, railroad museums and stuff. I've
Yeah.
never been on one, but that would actually be cool as hell to get on one of those things.
Hey, I'll
Right?
tell you what, but you ain't never been on a train bound for nowhere. Well, I met up with a gambler. We were much too tired to sleep.
Easy,
Yeah, I
Kenny
was on a train going for
Rogers.
nowhere. Yeah, I was on a train going for nowhere one time. I got married. That marriage went nowhere.
Not the train's
Should have
fault.
left that one where you found it.
I was say I think Pink's done it before too.
Yeah.
Anybody
Train.
who's been divorced has done that. That's
Well,
a train nowhere.
well, like my daddy told me before he left this shitty world, son, don't chase women or buses, you'll get left behind.
Yeah, you know what? He ain't lying. He didn't lie a damn bit about that one. That is some true words spoken right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So, Mike, how much of your stuff you got? I mean, have you started even putting your solar panel racks together and all that kind of stuff yet? You got that far yet?
Yeah, I've been putting them together. I haven't put anything out yet. So I got a fence coming in tomorrow, and I'm going to get some T-posts, and I'm going to put up a fence between me and the neighbor's yard. Just like a little 6-foot fence, just to kind of,
Yeah,
Little
wall off
privacy.
our area a little bit.
yeah.
He's cool, but he's related to some people that are in the subdivision. So I don't want my business turning into, their business, and then I have the county showing up.
Yeah, and you talk about that homemade HOA you got?
Yep.
The
Good
whole
old boys club.
Yeah, that homemade HOA.
So I thought I'd put up a 6-foot fence, which doesn't really do much, but at least it
Privacy.
just a little bit of privacy, a little bit of, and I'm going to use the fabric fence. It's kind of like tent-like material, but it's not
Oh, I
tent-like
can show you.
material.
My neighbor right up here's got that same stuff on his chain link fence.
I know the stuff you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that up. I'm debating, do I just do T-posts and connect that to it every 10 feet? Or do I do spend the extra money and get the cattle fence, put it on the T-post, and then attach this to the cattle fence?
Me, since I have done both of those fence, okay,
Okay.
don't use the T-post at all. Go to Tractor Supply
Yeah.
and get the 3-inch round post, wooden post. Put those up, because the little clips that you put on the T-post that goes
Yeah.
around the T-post, you got to have a special tool for it. But
Yeah, you
over
do.
time, those clips loosen up, and your damn fence will start sagging.
They
If
do.
you get the damn 3-inch post that they sell at Tractor Supply, they're wooden posts. All you have to use is staples, and Tractor Supply sells the staples. And matter of fact, they sell the fencing too. You can buy everything you need right there at Tractor Supply.
Yep.
They sell the post, the staples, everything you need. And I
Hey.
promise you, once you do that, you will never have to worry about that damn fence again. But get you some flashing. Take some word of advice from somebody who's done this. Get you some flashing, put it on the top of your post, cut it just a little bit bigger than your post, and take a hammer and beat around it and shape it to the top of your post, and just staple that damn piece of flashing to the top of your post. Reason why I say that is that way when the rain comes down, it don't rot your post from the inside out. Water can't get to your post, to the
So
inside of your post.
put it on Salty's account at Tractor Supply, and Nate will come down and help you dig the hole.
No, I've just done
Heard
so
it. I'll
much.
bring the post hole driver on the front of the skid steer. Fuck manual labor.
Hey, I
There
hear
you
you
go.
100%. No, I'm just saying, I've put up so many of these damn fences throughout the years. You learn what's better. The T-post is the cheap way to go, because everybody in the world uses the T-post. But over time, them damn clips, they just loosen up, and then your fence starts sagging, and you'll hate it because it looks like shit. You'll hate it.
The thing is, I'm never going to see the fence after about 3 years. I just
Well, I
need
mean,
something temporarily, and here's why. 3 feet from my fence line, where the fence would go, I planted a row 5 feet apart of the, no, I'm sorry, 6 feet apart of the green giant trees. And it takes about 4 years before they're 15 feet tall and about 4 or 5 feet wide. So it's going to be a massive hedge in about 4 years from now. But I just need something in the meantime to kind of give me some privacy until those things get big enough to kick in.
Hey,
Okay, well,
you can put some pictures of Salty out there on a scarecrow.
there you go.
Away.
Yeah, hell yeah. I scared all the motherfuckers away. I'm open. No, I'm just saying, for something like that, yeah, I guess your T-post will be just fine. But just make sure you put your fence far enough away from your trees that way when they do grow up and bush out, they don't push against your fence and push your damn fence down. And
They
like grow
probably
into your
will.
fence.
They probably will, because they're going to be about 3 feet from the fence, because the trees are about 3 feet from the property line. I just
Okay,
need
I got
something
you.
temporarily until the trees get that big.
Okay, well,
So
T-post is
that's why I
fine.
was trying to figure, do I just do like the T-posts, like, I don't know, 8-10 feet apart, and then just get the fabric fence cover and then just attach it to the T-posts, and then just
The
hope it
closer you
lasts
put
3
your
4
post
years?
together, the less your fence will sag. The further you put it apart, the more your fence is going to sag.
I
But
only go about
what
6
I'm
feet.
wondering is, can I go without the cattle fence and just do the fabric and attach the fabric, or will
No,
that
you're
not
gonna
work?
have to get a fence.
Nah, because that fabric is going to rot. You're going to need fencing.
You'll need something to help hold it up.
Yeah. How long of a span is it?
300 feet?
Okay, well, they sell a 300 feet roll of galvanized fence,
Yes,
and you can put that up.
well, okay,
And
so you're talking about the cattle fence. Yeah, they sell 100
yep,
foot. You can find that at the 6 foot tall, and it's about $175 for every 100 foot. So I would need to get 3 of them. So it's not a ton of expense, but I was
No,
just
no,
trying.
no. No, you can go to Track Supply. They sell a roll of 300 feet, 330 feet fence. It's one roll, 330 feet.
Not in 6 foot. They do in like 5 foot and 4 foot.
But,
I was on
well,
their
I
their,
mean,
their site today.
Yeah,
They don't have
oh,
it.
okay. But I know they sell 330 foot because that's what we put around my brother's yard. But we put 9 of those motherfuckers around his yard.
Well, keep
That's how.
keep in mind we do have Facebook Marketplace these days. People are. I just was looking. I just ran across 3 posts of chain link fence 6 foot and cattle fence 6 foot in the last 20 minutes while we've been on here.
Wow.
Oh well, there you
Oh
go.
shit.
Just by
If you're only,
coincidence.
yeah, you could go find something used for the
Hey,
time being.
y'all forget that you're talking to Nate multitasking Marcus.
Yeah, remember some of
Marcus.
that stuff on Facebook Marketplace isn't even used. It's people bought it and then never put it up.
They got
Exactly.
lazy. They got lazy and never
Well,
installed it.
I look at it like this: even if it is used, it's no big deal because it's only going to be a 3 or 4 year temporary thing.
Yep.
So even if you do buy used, and like you can go to a lot of these farmers auctions, they sell old fence that they take down and replace with new fence. You can get that shit really cheap. You can get like 700, 1,000 feet of that shit for like $50.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they got that shit cheap, man. Just look around for you a farmer's auction. They got them everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere, man. You can buy that stuff. You can buy the T-post. You can buy the fencing. You can buy all that shit. If you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, you want to save money, just look around a little bit. You might be able to find that shit for dirt cheap. And like I said, it don't matter if it's used. You just use it to block out some privacy from your neighbor.
Yeah.
Good to go.
I'll check Marketplace, see if they have cattle fence there.
Shit, I guarantee you, if Nate can find it where he's at, guarantee you're gonna be able to find it.
It's
where you're at.
everywhere. I'm looking at.
Yep.
I just typed in chain link fence, and there's fencing showing up for everything everywhere.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm seeing 4 foot by 330 for 165. I need to find 6 foot.
Shit, what's wrong with 4 foot though? I mean,
It's not tall
I
enough.
know you prefer 6 foot,
the
but
neighbor
4
can
foot.
look over it.
Well, of course
he
he's
don't
gonna
want
be able
people
to
looking
go.
at what he's got, salty dog.
Well, his neighbor might be 6'6", and then he can still look over.
And
come
6'6".
that would be
I'm just
that would be
saying.
more in his
I'm just talking shit.
I wanted a 6-foot fence in my backyard, but I couldn't afford it when I had that put in. It already cost me
Man,
$500 to have the
that
one
damn new 6 foot chain link fence, that's some expensive shit right there, buddy. Ooh,
Yeah, that is.
they are
Yeah,
proud of
you
that
can-
shit.
4 foot, and it cost me $5,500.
Yeah, and get a damn company to come out and install that shit, buddy. They charge by the goddamn foot. They ain't fucking around either.
Oh,
This company actually didn't do that. They charged by the reason it cost so much is because we had to have 2 16-foot fences put in or gates.
Yeah,
Plus-
gate so you can drive through them and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, because I live on a right of way.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh, because of the power lines and stuff like that. Yeah.
I go down there to the temporary employment office, Home Depot. Trabajo, ándale. Mucho dinero. Un poco trabajo.
I hope somebody on this panel understands you because I damn sure don't.
For as long as my fence is, I
No, I'm just saying, man. I mean, hell, use all your resources, man. I mean, I tell you another place to look, and they still sell them at the stores. Go get you a Farmer's Almanac. They're like little old books. Like, remember the old Auto Traders back in the day? They still sell them at all the stores. It's called a Farmer's Almanac. You'll find so much shit in that, dude. It'll blow your mind.
If you get a hold of a farm and dairy, it's another place to look.
Yep. And I know you know about the damn Farmer's Almanac where your dad doing what he did up there, Nate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you know about that.
He lived and breathed by the farm and dairy.
Yep. That's where you find. Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, Nate. What happened the other day? Did you go to look at that lawnmower? The one you were telling me about.
Oh, the guy changed the price. I didn't tell you.
Damn! He was already asking a lot of money for it, and he changed the
He
price
wanted
again.
$7,300, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed it to 75 after I messaged him, and he never messaged me back. So I
Oh.
messaged him again, and I guess he was selling it for his dad. And I was trying to set up a time, and he said tomorrow at 5 will work. He said, but I want to let you know my dad's firm, and he ain't gonna take nothing less. I went, cool. Let me know, and he'll take $6,800.
Exactly. Look, I
That was
don't
the end of
mind you
that
going
story.
down, but if you go up, fuck it, you lost me.
What kind of lawnmower was it?
Is a Cub Cadet zero turn with a steering wheel. It was a pro version. It was 2 years old, 3 years old, and it had 16 hours on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the commercial brand of those mowers. It was a nice mower. For $7,500, it better be a nice one.
Yeah, well, just out of spite, I hate when people do that. Did message me back, and you jacked the price up $200. I was willing to give him 7 when he was at 73 because it had no hours on it, and it was an old man that owned it. But when you jacked the price up $200 and then didn't want to respond back to me,
And then you tell me you're firm, fuck off.
yeah, cool. I'm gonna drop the price 200 off of what I was willing to give you.
Exactly.
Now that works.
Damn right. Well, if you're asking 75, then my top dollar is 65, asshole.
Yep. So no, needless to say, every mower in the world that I've been looking for is disappearing. I'm realizing when I started looking was prime time because everybody got their new mowers and just want rid of their old shit. Well,
Yep.
that's all pretty much gone now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now,
So-
now it's grass cutting season. Everybody's buying the shit out of everything they see.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
well. I found one. There's one left. I talked to Autumn about it. I talked to her when I found the other mower. It was 9,500, but it was a commercial series. It wasn't like that starting to bridge into commercial. It is commercial. And it had
Okay.
like 141 hours, got a 27 horse Kawasaki, 60-inch deck.
What is it?
It was another Cub Cadet with a steering wheel, but it's their Pro Z 500, which is actually discontinued now. But to buy the
Yeah,
homeowner one costs the same. So
Yeah, and the only reason why he's buying a steering wheel one, he was telling me the story about it. He thinks his wife would enjoy that better than the arms that come on the zero turn.
and I
I'm
personally
like,
think I'll like it more because I don't like I've run zero turns and they're nice until
Can't take
about
your hands
20
off.
minutes into mowing. I get sick of using my arms.
Yeah, you can't take your hands off of them. You know, grab a drink or anything, you got to stop.
Yep.
yeah, oh yeah, you
Or
got
try to
stop.
figure
That's
out how to
damn sure.
grip both of them, and that's not fun.
No, it's not, especially if they're not that close together. And
Yep.
if holding them even doesn't keep you straight.
See, that's
Yep.
why that's why you wear that hat. You know, it's got the two drink things on the side and got the straws that run down.
Salty,
That
I
way
can
when you're
see you
cut,
doing that on the
oh,
most
hey, I can
homeowner
tell you right
Sears
now,
non-commercial mower ever.
dude, I can tell you right now, I've done that shit on a snapper.
Were
I
you
have.
driving to the bar?
No, I was sitting out there. No, I was out there cutting grass, drinking beer.
We seen Salty in some Facebook reel getting pulled over by the cops on a snapper with a helmet with 2 beer straws coming
Dude,
down
I
to
tell
his
you,
mouth.
Hey,
I'm telling you
that's more
straight up,
like
I've
King of
done
the
it,
Hill.
Jack. Yeah, I've done it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I've done that shit. Hell yeah.
Salty,
Yes, sir.
snappers are expensive.
I
Just
know,
saying.
but back in the day, that old 30-inch snapper, that was a bad motherfucker back in the day. I loved that son of a bitch.
I'm gonna go.
That ain't what
I'm
I'm
gonna go
talking
down to.
about.
I'm going to the beach tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to find me some snapper.
Yeah.
That's all right. You're gonna wind up getting a whale.
Oh,
It'll remind me of my old good buddy's sister.
Yeah, I'm sure. But nah, man, who don't remember cutting grass on a 30-inch snapper ride lawnmower?
me, I don't.
I
I had
You
a
can't
don't.
push.
say
You
I
didn't.
ever
You didn't
have.
ever have one. Oh
Yeah, I
my
had a
god,
push.
man!
I had a
I love.
push.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that snapper lawnmower, people can say what they want. Them motherfuckers ran forever. I mean, they ran for. They had them old shitty ass bridge and Stratton engines on them, 8 horsepower, 10 horsepower, but them some bitches worked. They
Yeah.
were worked. They worked.
Back in the day, those Briggs and Strattons weren't shitty. They were actually,
No, they were actually really good engines back in the day.
that was what you
Now
wanted. Nowadays, they're shitty.
I worked at the motorcycle dealership and a guy brought in a John Deere and it needed a carburetor rebuild kit, and the head gasket was popped on it. I bought it for $200, put $100 into it, and got it running for my granddad. He thought he was King Dingaling riding around on that.
I
damn
bet he
lawnmower.
was. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, them old damn lawnmowers back there, the John Deeres. Hey, a lot of people say what they want about a Murray, but I had a friend of mine that had a Murray, and I'm gonna tell you, he was hard on lawnmowers. That son bitch, if there was a stump in the yard, he made sure he hit it 10 times. I swear to God, you could hear him down the street. He running all over that son of a bitch. But I tell you what, he drove that Murray until that motherfucker absolutely fell apart about 10 years later. I was like, that is one badass Murray.
Well, ladies, I'm gonna pop off of here because I'm gonna go to. I gotta go get my occupational health exam tomorrow on my damn
Oh,
day
well,
off.
hey, you'll be fine. If the doctor put both hands on your shoulders, just don't think nothing about it. You'll be just fine.
I'll just dream of you, Salty.
I bet you'll be dreaming of something, and I guarantee you at that moment it won't be me.
I hear you. Well, look, you guys all have a great night. Nate, good seeing you up here, buddy. Mike's Garage, always a pleasure. Pinks, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that, sir. Salty, always good talking to you. And
You too, buddy.
you,
You got my
Y'all be
number. Give me
good.
a call sometime, bud.
You got it, guys. Be blessed.
Have a
Stay
good night,
blessed.
T.
This is T. Hetzler out from Panama City saying good night and sweet dreams.
Take it easy, buddy.
Hey guys, I got to take off as well.
Yeah,
I got to do the same. I'm down to 5% battery.
Yeah, I'm down to about 19%. So,
All right, y'all have a good
Pinks,
night.
I enjoyed it. Mike, take care, buddy. Nate, take care. Pinks, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Great live stream tonight, man. We had a lot of fun.
Good catching up, guys. I will catch you later.
Good catch.
We will see y'all next week at this time again. Take care, everybody.
Chat there. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, have a good night, guys.
And I'm out of here.